You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
It is week number 10, and we're just a couple of days away from November, and it feels like it. Good evening, everyone. I'm Christian Garman, along with Jeff Price, for another night of Friday Night Rivals. Tonight, it's the Catholic Crusaders at West Florida Tech, and Jeff, as I just intoned, we're getting real close to November. We're getting close to the end of the season. And you and I were talking before the game, and we were talking this week about playoffs. It's that time of year where the games really start to count.
Yeah, when you talk about playoffs, boy, Pensacola Catholic comes into this game riding a 4-game win streak. Big win last week over Booker T. Washington. They're on their way. Problem is they hold that last playoff spot in their region by 5 thousandths of a point over PK Young. So that's some slim pickings with some tough games here at West Florida tonight. Next week on the road at Choctaw.
So they're going to have to earn it for sure. And as you said, they've won 4 in a row, sitting at this point at 5-3. Meanwhile, West Florida Tech is 7-1. They're an outstanding team, and their one loss was to a terrific team.
Yeah, a double overtime loss to Wakulla, who looks like they're going to wrap up this region as winners. But nonetheless, they pretty much, for West Florida, already locked in their playoff. They're just waiting to find out who they play.
That doesn't mean, though, they're not out here to win this game tonight.
Absolutely.
You know, they're going to want to get it done, as are the Crusaders, who probably have a little bit more on the line. So let's get to the Northwest Florida State College keys to victory. And let's start with the Crusaders, who, as you said, they're barely holding on to that last playoff spot. 2 tough games to close out the season, and tonight is certainly a real tough game.
Well, and it starts and ends with quarterback Aiden Bird. This young sophomore is thrown for almost 1,800 yards. He might reach that 2,000-yard mark tonight. But when you look at his receivers, he's got guys like DeMontre Gass and Javion Showers. It's easy to see why they've had the success, but it's going to be tough sledding tonight because I think the key is that offensive line. Can they give Bird some time to throw back there?
He needs that time because, as you said, it's a real aerial assault from the Crusaders. How about for West Florida Tech? What do they need to do to keep the good times rolling?
I think it's just as simple as this. This might be my simplest key all year long. Just control the football. They're very balanced. They like to go 50 run, 50 pass. As long as Markelle Redding doesn't fumble the football or make some errant passes, I think the Jags will be just fine tonight.
All right, so there you have it, folks. The Northwest Florida State College keys to victory on a chilly and breezy Friday night. It's Friday Night Rivals. The Catholic Crusaders at West Florida Tech. Kickoff is coming up next. As you can see, we're about ready to roll. West Florida Tech won the coin toss. They deferred, so the Crusaders' offense will hit the field first. And, Jeff, it's a chilly, breezy night. This should be a lot of fun, man. I'm looking forward to this game.
This is the best time of year in football, especially if you're on the good side of the playoffs, which for West Florida they are. For Pensacola Catholic, they've got some work to do, but nonetheless, they are on the right side of it so far.
This is C.J. Nettles, who has a huge opening and a great return all the way out to the 45-yard line. That's a terrific start for the Crusaders as Nettles makes a nifty move and a big return there, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. Just what the doctor ordered for Pensacola Catholic. And I'll tell you what, this offense, we talked about, it's a high-flying offense. Starting, and I said in the open, I want to go ahead and clarify something. I said in the open that Aiden Bird, the quarterback, was a sophomore. He's actually a junior, but you see the offense right there with Stabler. Showers, look out for both of those guys. Jabril Rawls, DeMontre Gaston, we mentioned Gaston in the open. Howard, Lett, Wassel, Bragg, Seaman, and White right there. That offensive line, boy, they've got a tough test tonight against a very highly touted defensive front of West Florida.
And here comes Aiden Bird, who wants to throw right away, but a terrific defensive play from West Florida Tech. That's number 8, R.J. Randolph. And as a result, like you said, Jeff, Crusaders want to throw. No luck on the first play, though. Here's your starting defense from West Florida Tech with Daniels, Avery, Bruno, Moultrie, Larkins, Randolph, who just made that play, Caldwell, Swanson, Knight, Carlisle, and McGee. And those starting lineups brought to you by Pete Moore Chevrolet. 2nd and 10 now. This time the ball's on the ground, a fumble.
The Jag has it.
It sure looks like it, yes indeed. Tyquan Stabler was the running back, unable to handle the ball, and it's a huge play right off the bat for West Florida Tech. Got to be careful here, might get a celebration penalty. Wow.
Yeah, R.J. Randolph is Johnny on the spot right there, right place, right time. And again, here's the problem is we'll see is, look, for Catholic, they're going to try to throw the football. So what do they try to do here? Well, it looks like they were going to try to fake the the zone read right there. Nonetheless, not on the same page. And, boy, that's just disastrous with the return that Pensacola Catholic had.
Yeah, no kidding. So the great return, and then the first play is a batted down ball. The second is a fumble. And just like that, the West Florida Tech offense is on the field, and they're going to get great field position at the 45-yard line. It's Markelle Redding, the quarterback for West Florida Tech. He's good, huh, Jeff?
Oh, he's pretty darn good.
He's going to roll out wide here and throws a missile. Intended receiver there, Darrell Pierce. And Jeff, ball coming at you that fast in this cold air, that's going to sting.
Yeah, you better be ready. You know, luckily, the young man has some gloves on, but you see the West Florida offense. Again, we talked about Markelle Redding. Marquez Jones, they will cycle in some backs in there. You see Betty's, JT Witten, Pierce, Zarek, Marsh, Worley, Hardaway, Weeks, and Moultrie. That's a talented bunch right there. There's not anything they do great. They do everything very well. So
well that they are 7-1. And it took double overtime to beat them in that one. 2nd down and 10 now from the 45. Beautiful little end around here and a nice gainer of 2 or 3 there. That's Darrell Pierce again who gets the carry. Might have picked up 4. Going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, that's a great job by the Pensacola Catholic defense stopping, because I tell you what, that end around right there looks like he got about 3.
Yeah.
So that's a 3rd and about 7 yards. That's going to be tough. Now, again, you see the Catholic defense right here. You've got Rawls, Graham, Howard, Jalen Rawls, DeJesus, Gaston, Madry, Brewster, Shelby, Gully, and Robertson. That's a talented bunch. But again, when you look at what this offense, they can run the football, they can throw the football. It's going to be tough sledding tonight.
Well, they're going to have a chance to prove themselves here. 3rd and 7. They'd love to get a 3 and out after that early turnover for the Crusaders. Redding going to keep it himself, and and he stays up.
Wow.
What an incredible effort there. It's a 1st and 10 from Family Heating in there. Jeff, it looked like they were going to stop him, and he just kept his balance.
And that's just the big body of Markelle Redding right there. I tell you what, the one thing that scares me is holding the football out there when he was going past the line of scrimmage. But looks like he knew what he was doing. Boy, that's huge right there, because you see on the heating and air conditioning instant replay, pass wasn't there. He just tucks it and runs.
Right
now
here.
He tucks it away. Look at this.
Man, what an effort.
Boy, me and you both would have tumbled over way before that.
Nobody would have had to touch us. We would have just fallen. 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air, now down, as you can see, to the 33-yard line. Big conversion there. What a play from Redding. Pierce in the backfield with him. Got some whistles here. Might have been a delay of game. Let's see here.
We'll see.
Turning his mic on. There you go.
You got dead ball. Delay a game against the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
All right, so 1st and 15. There you can see our officials tonight: Willie Lawrence, Stephen Johnson, Nicholas Williams, Samuel Kelly, Travis Walton, Randy Johns, and Joey Chancellor. Getting a little action early here with the delay of game. Now 1st and 15, back at the 38-yard line. Redding wants to throw. He's in some trouble. And the Crusader defense with a big stop there. Jeff, that's a huge loss of about 8 more. It's going to be 2nd and something on the lines of 23 or 24.
Yeah, you see Braden Brewster finishing up right there, the senior, but it was number 66, Tim Gully, coming in there and getting Markelle Redding a little too uncomfortable. And again, we saw Redding be able to sneak away from pressure last time. Great job of that swarming Crusader defense.
Yeah, there you go. That's big.
With Fighting Christian Garments
The
standing
Fighting
tall.
Christian Garments. Known only by you and me.
Right. For people that don't know, that's your alma mater.
Yes, indeed. Class of 92. Very proud Cat High grad. Good times walking those halls. Loved Catholic. Until I got in the classrooms. I was never...
I was waiting on that.
That was the... Going to come out wide here. Beautiful pass. Going to pick up a few, but it'll be 3rd and very long. A gain of 2 or 3 there. That's number 24 on the reception, Marquez Jones. It's going to be 3rd and right around 19 or 20, Jeff.
And this will go a little under the radar, but number 12, Jackson Madry right there, beating his block and forcing the young man back inside to where there was help. If there's one thing you always learn on screenplays, you're always taught, hey, force them back inside. Don't let them get the sideline. There's nobody on the sidelines. Always force them back because you've got everybody from the defense flowing. That's just a great job right there. Otherwise, it could have been a big play.
So it's third down and I believe 21 as they sit at the 43-yard line. Would have to get down to about the 21, 22-yard line to get the first. And Redding in some trouble again. Gets it off, but the ball is dropped. Again, that was Marquez Jones. And, you know, Jeff, had he caught it, he did have some green. Not sure he could have made all of it back, but it's going to be 4th and forever. So a big stop for the Crusaders.
Yeah, and boy, when we talk about West Florida, it looks like they're just all out of sorts right now. Outside of that Markelle Redding rush, they just haven't looked themselves. So I'm sure that Coach Summerford will talk to him and settle his offense down. But for Pensacola Catholic, gotta love what you're seeing so far.
On defense, anyway.
Yeah.
The offense has a long way to go. But, yeah, that was big, I think, for this defense. I mean, they know coming in tonight they're playing a terrific team, one of the best on the Gulf Coast. But as we talked about in the open, they've won 4 games in a row themselves. So they're pretty hot right now. Punt is away.
That's a good one.
Really nice. Yeah, going to be down at the 6-yard line. That's just an incredible effort there. Beautifully done. That's number 33, the punter, Cole Willis. Well done, Cole.
And that's about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
As he's right there on the 6-yard line. And
Yep.
well, here we go again for Pensacola Catholic. We know they want to run, or they want to throw the football. We saw last time they fumbled on it looks like an option read play right there. Now they've got to go back and figure it out, because I'm telling you right now, when you're pinned back like this, you know that defensive line is not worried about running the football. They're worried about, hey, we're going to come after the quarterback, and we know they can do it better than just about anybody.
Aiden Bird, the junior quarterback there out of the shotgun.
Ooh,
shovel
I like
pass.
that.
Yeah, interesting call from Coach Matt Adams. And going to be a nice pickup of a few, about 5 it looks like. Still on his feet, pushing. Jeez. At some point, this whistle needs to blow. And the ball came out, but of course that was well after those whistles blew. So, yeah, the shovel pass there picks up, it looks like maybe 4 or 5, depending on the spot here.
Boy, Catholic, you see Stabler, Taekwon Stabler. That's a young man to watch tonight. He is a utility back. He can do everything. He can flex out, be a receiver. He can also run a wildcat as well. And that's the young man. If you remember last time we were here, he got injured, so he is A-OK. Good to see him back on the field and contributing the way he has been.
So that was a game of about 7, 2nd down and 3. Going to keep this one on the ground. Gets out wide here. Number 25, C.J. Nettles. And there's going to be a flag coming down, and as Jeff said, that's coming back. What's the penalty here?
A hold right there. A little extra when he was coming around the end. Did not get the number of the receiver.
Yep, there's your call. Good job, Jeff. And that's not a spot of the foul situation, right? That goes back to the line of scrimmage?
Believe that will be the spot of the foul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Holding offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So it was 2nd down and 3, but because it came with the spot of the foul, as Jeff rightly said, it's going to be now 2nd down and about 7. So that's sort of the net situation of it all. Good call there, Jeffrey.
Net yards, gross yards.
All that stuff. Hey, you know, it's worth noting, though, that was Nettles there who had the terrific kickoff return. He may be someone to watch tonight. He's had a couple of big plays.
Catholic's got some good young players. They've definitely got some speed to compete over here. It's just putting it together for 4 quarters. Hey, when you've won 4 in a row, anything's possible.
All right, 2nd and, like I said, 6 or 7 here. Bird going to throw out wide.
Great pass.
Yeah, nice pass and a great catch from DeMontre Gaston, the sophomore there. It's well done, Jeff. A perfectly timed play that gets to the 1st down from Family Heating and Air.
Yeah, and one thing is it's a safe pass. You don't want to go just start running verticals down the field just because you think you can do it, because this secondary is really, really talented. But it also gets your quarterback comfortable, gets your offense comfortable, and here we go, 1st down.
Yeah, gets them away from that end zone. They were so backed up. This time a nice little pass out wide to Javion Showers, the sophomore. Another flag is down.
This might be the 2nd one on number 22 for Pensacola Catholic, Kobe Howard. Yep.
So the Crusaders, their own worst enemy at the moment. 2 steps forward and 3 steps back.
Oh,
you know, we're all thinking. We all want to sing, let's just do it. Can we just do it?
Just do it. Just go for it.
All right, so the penalty there cost them dearly. It's going to be 1st down now at about 18. And, yeah, Jeff tucked all the way back now to about the 11-yard line. As you can see, Crusaders have 3 wideouts on the top there, 1 more on the bottom. They're going to keep it in the backfield here. Little flip to number 2. That's Taekwon Stabler, and he's not going anywhere. And now it's going to be second and very long. So,
and you see some frustration already out of some of the Catholic players. And look, you get 2 holding penalties, and then you get a little rush right there. Stabler thought maybe there should have been some better blocking. I thought he should have maybe kicked it towards the sidelines and tried to use that speed a little bit more, but neither here nor there. It doesn't matter whenever it's first and long and now second and long.
Second and long, yeah, right at 15 here. Again, you can see the Crusaders have 3 wide receivers on the right side of the screen there, and then 1 at the top as well. Out of the shotgun is Bird. He is going to pass. He's got a man, too. That's number 22, wide open, who makes a nifty move there. And still on his feet, and I think they got it all back. Yes, indeed. That's Kobe Howard, who's a freshman, and makes a big-time play there from Family Heating and Air. It's first down, Crusaders. Wow.
And we got a water break,
yes.
So there we go.
All right, so with 5:45 to go, we're going to take our first break, coming off a big play there for the Crusaders. That's well executed, converting on second down and 15. We'll be back. Stay with us.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Oh, we're live. We're back. It's a chilly night. The Airport Dental Smile Cam. And yeah, Jeff, this is the first time this season we're seeing a student body with jackets and long sleeves. That's for sure here. Crusaders going to throw it again and pick up about 4 there.
Uh-oh. Looks like
Ball
he was marked
comes
down.
out, but yeah, I hear a lot of whistles indicating that is not a fumble. That's number 56 who caught the ball, Jalen White.
I believe that was number 6.
Thank
Jabril
you.
Ross. He saw 56 right there next to 6.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, he doesn't look like a receiver.
Wait a minute. What are you doing? No, I thought one thing that was cool was when they were playing the national anthem, the student section was singing the national anthem.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. Then the rest of the crowd got into it.
Yeah, that was really cool. Really cool. Second down and 6 after the short gain there. Crusaders, remember, started this drive on their own 6-yard line, now out to the 36. So if nothing else, they bought themselves some space. Bird going to throw again, way over the top there, but outthrows his receiver by a good bit. Number 6, Jabril Rawls, the intended, who made the catch moments ago. Not number 56, Jalen White.
I don't know if 56 could have got down there that fast, but hey.
Man, I don't know what I'd do without you, Jeff. Just here saving me constantly.
Oh, it's all in good fun. I'm sure Jalen White would like to run a route every once in a while, though.
Probably would.
There.
Probably would.
No, again, the offensive line for Pensacola Catholic, I think, has held up fairly well so far. I think that's a good young group, and that's the thing with Coach Adams and his squad. He's got a lot of good young players. You know what they don't care about right now, though? Coach Adams doesn't care how young they are.
Yeah.
Because at this season, if you're a freshman, you're not a freshman anymore, and it's time to find a way to get to the playoffs.
Third down here. Come out wide. It's a fine move, and I think it's going to be enough. That's Javion Showers who makes the catch.
Wow.
A terrific move, and that's going to move the chains on 3rd and 6. Another first down from Family Heating and Air.
Well, we talked about Gaston and Javion Showers in the open. These are his 2 go-to receivers. And you look at Aiden Bird, great job rolling out and delivering a pretty good ball. But watch that move right there, boy. That was awesome. And then finding a way to get ahead of the sticks.
Well, yeah, that move was the difference. It was going to be 4th down, but terrific effort there. Moves those chains, and the Catholic Crusaders putting something together here. 1st and 10. Just love to throw the ball. Going to throw it out wide again this time. That's number 21 on the reception. Picks up 3 or 4. DeMontre Gaston, the sophomore, makes the catch. So, Jeff, we were talking before the game about the Crusaders, and, you pointed out the razor-thin margin by which they're currently into the playoffs. But you mentioned that even if we have an injured player here on the field. Let's keep an eye here. You mentioned, Jeff, that even if the Crusaders were to lose, that doesn't necessarily mean they're out.
Yeah, with the RPI system that they use, sometimes, well, I guess we'll go to break.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break and come back, and we'll finish that thought. There's Coach Matt Adams looking over the injured player.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
injured player was up very quickly, so we're ready for the action again. Here's second down and 8. And Jeff, we were saying again, given the way playoffs work, obviously the Crusaders want to win tonight. They need to win next week as well, but they're not necessarily out if they're to lose one of those 2 games.
No, right now they're ahead of PK Young again by 0.05 of a point right there, and that's a very slim margin. But I tell you what, when well, that's a good play right there
Stabler
again by
tackled in the backfield.
number 8, R.J. Randolph, having himself a pretty good
Big
first down.
night, yeah, no doubt. Go ahead though.
But with the RPI system is it's a power rating system. Now here's the thing. Now for Pensacola Catholic, they got to find a way to win one of these next 2 games, whether it's this game or for Choctaw. They could do themselves a big time favor, maybe move up in the region rankings by winning both. But that's tough sledding here nonetheless.
Right.
But with PK Young, they need them to lose. Just to make it a little bit easier for them. But with the RPI, as long as you are competing in games and they're playing a higher opponent, which Catholic is playing a higher opponent both of the next 2 weeks, they can still move up, as odd as it is. So they got to find a way to stay in these ball games and find a way to squeak one out.
That's number 5, Zach Dobin, who makes the reception. And I'll tell you, Jeff, I think he had the first down, but then trying to get extra yards may have come back behind that. I'm not positive that he made the conversion here. Watch this again. Had to get to about the 45.
Yep, and you saw the hold.
Oh, there's a penalty? Oh, no, I did not see the hold.
Yeah, I believe it was number 74, Pensacola Catholic, Ethan Lett.
Okay, so I missed that. Here's going to be your official call.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
All right, so now it's going to be 3rd and very, very long here, all the way back at the, holy moly, 29-yard line, and they'd have to get to the 45 on the other side of the field. So it's 3rd and about 27. And yeah, it's an interesting system, Jeff. I appreciate the fact that, they really take into account who you're playing and the strength of schedule. That matters. It really does, and I appreciate that.
Well, before playing cupcakes, you could just get some wins and move on into the playoffs. Now you can be penalized by doing that. And I think it's a great system.
Yeah, 3rd down and very long here, and Bird's going to try and get it himself. Oh, gosh, got hit coming and going there.
You don't want to take hits like that.
No, I hate to see that.
Boy, this is going to be an interesting drive from the play chart because I feel like they ran 15 plays for like 10 yards.
Yeah, went forward and backward, forward and backward, forward and backward.
Oh, goodness.
Watch this, though. Hated to see this from
nothing there.
Air conditioning.
Nobody open downfield. Just going to try to right there. Just go down. Just go down.
Oh, yikes. Really hate to see that. It was very good to see him get up and walk off, which he did. And this means that for the first time in a while, the West Florida Tech offense will get back on the field. We are scoreless here with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. That's going to be a low punt and heads way out of bounds right around the 36, 37-yard line. We'll
He's
see
still marching it up.
where they spot it. Yeah, closer to the 40 as a matter of fact.
There we go.
It's going to be good field position for West Florida Tech here as that offense comes back out onto the field. And, Jeff, they've got a terrific offense. The first time around didn't get too much done. And they're going to try and get it going here because the longer they stay close in this thing, the longer the Crusaders think we can beat this team tonight.
Yeah, we got a flag right here. This will be interesting.
It's coming back. You're never more than 2 plays from the flag.
That seems to be every Friday night.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're not walking them back, so.
Well, it's at the 40 is where they have it marked. They're discussing something. Perhaps post-game meal? No, it's going to be personal foul.
Okay.
That's going to be against West Florida Tech.
Well, there you go for Pensacola Catholic. You're looking for a positive.
Yeah.
Move them on back. By the way, we've got some scores.
Oh,
got
great.
plenty of good games around here.
Well, you know what? And by the way, I will say, if you wouldn't mind,
Personal foul.
if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye
Dead
on
ball.
that.
Personal foul on the receiving team. 15-yard penalty. First down, West Florida.
On the World Series.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. He just wanted to make sure he called it twice.
Well, I think the first time he forgot his mic, and he's like, well, I meant to do this. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, the World Series, boy, it's going on. What a wild game. Both games, to be honest with you, no matter who you cheer for. I'm personally rooting for the Braves myself.
As am I. All right. Terrific swarming D there from the Crusaders as number 22, Wyatt Casey, not able to go anywhere. Sorry, Jeff, I cut you off. You were going to give us some scores.
Yeah, well, we got Niceville on the road at Tate. Boy, it's been a abysmal year for Tate, and they're losing 14-0 in the second quarter right now. We got a tie, 0-0 tie right there for Pine Forest and Booker T. Washington. And by the way, what a crazy year for Booker T.
No
They
doubt.
can still win the district, by the way.
Yeah.
That's wild. Wakulla up 7-0 on PHS. And Escambia and Gulf Breeze just now getting underway.
Redding going to throw out here, and that's going to be a fine play. It's maybe just shy of a first down. Should be third down and about a yard, I think. With a minute 29 to go here as the clock keeps ticking. Yes. No, check that. They're moving those chains, so it was just enough. So 1st and 10 for West Florida Tech from Family Heating and Air. Jeff, looking across the field there, looks like the Crusaders brought a pretty healthy crowd themselves tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Always, the Seder faithful, you know about how that goes.
Sure do. And, of course, obviously it's close by. Two schools are 10 minutes apart.
That's what I say. Sometimes that, Highway 29, that traffic can be
it
tough.
It can be
W
tough.
Street to 29.
5 o'clock traffic, no doubt. That's number 22, Wyatt Casey, again, with a nice play and a big gain of about 5.
Well, for West Florida, we talk about Marquez Jones and the stable of backs they have, and there's another one, Wyatt Casey. They've got plenty of depth, and that's Coach Summerford's always had that. This team is going to be interesting in the playoffs because, again, you have to prepare for everything. Where Catholic likes to throw the football, and you can kind of prepare for that. For West Florida,
Oh, boy.
Oh.
That was
Boy, that was
like an over-the-top. I mean, seriously, that was not a normal move.
Get the call right. I think the ref was even laughing. There he is. False start.
Yeah, I think we knew that. But false start and then some, I think.
Oh, man. But you know what? For West Florida, they just do everything pretty well.
Yeah.
Again, and that's not a knock saying they don't do anything great. They really don't do anything great. They're just tough to beat. They don't turn the football over. They make smart plays. Markelle Redding protects the football. They've got a stable of backs. They can throw. They can do everything. And on defense, they're just sound. Everybody just does their job. They're going to be tough to prepare for.
2nd down and 9 after the false start. Redding going to go back to the air, and he's got his man coming on the crossing route here, and it's going to be a big gain. That's number 3, Colin Betties, who takes it across midfield. It's another first down from Family Heating and Air, now down to about the 46-yard line of Catholic, maybe the 47.
Oh, that's
Beautiful dare.
The doctor ordered right there. Markelle Redding, good pass, going across the middle, little slant pattern. And look, I love when one of my pet peeves is when guys hold the football out when they're running, protecting it with both hands right there when he gets into traffic. Great job. By the way, bottom 1, 2 outs right now. It's still a 0-0 tie.
0-0. That game is
Houston and Atlanta.
In Atlanta. The last play of the first quarter coming. Going to keep it on the ground here, and back to the line of scrimmage goes number 22, Wyatt Casey. There's the bell, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. It is scoreless so far. A very good game on a pretty chilly night here in Pensacola, specifically West Florida Tech. When we come back, quarter number 2.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Bundled up here tonight. You can see a couple of CHS fans there with the airport dental smile cam. It is most definitely chilly. 2nd down now and 10 as we start quarter number 2. This time Redding going to keep it himself here on the quarterback sneak, and a fine play still on his feet. He is tough to bring down, my goodness. Out to about the 37-yard line, maybe just short of a first down. It's going to be real close. Man, Jeff, it's like a couple of times you think he's down. It's like, no, he is not down.
Yeah, and he's actually mad he didn't get the first down. Watch this right here. Looks like he's swallowed up. And great blocking, by the way, by the offensive line. You got a running back out there blocking. Look at that. You think you're just going to kind of dead weight on him in? No, sir. Way too tough for that.
So he is just short. 3rd down and 1 now. Again at the 38-yard line. Scoreless game here. A couple of teams with winning records. Keep it on the ground. That's Wyatt again, and the Catholic D is all over him. It's going to be very close.
Maybe it's just going to be a hair short. That's going to be 4th and short right here.
If it's not a first, it's 4th and inches. The classic 4th and inches here. See what they're going to do. I gotta believe they're going to go for it, Jeff.
Boy, this is going to be tough. Now, personally, I told you, I say it every week, this is where you just get under center and quarterback sneak. Boom, just use that offensive line and plow ahead.
Yeah.
But a lot of these teams, they just don't run anything from under center. So
almost never. Trying to get the hard count there, and it may have worked.
It worked on their own player.
Oh, did he jump?
I believe that was number 1. JT Winton jumped to the top of your screen.
Well, you know, here we go. Yes, indeed. So it's going to be 4th and a lot longer now.
You see Coach Summerford talking it over.
So instead of 4th and inches, it's more like 4th and 6.
You know he wants to go for it. And he's going to send the offense back out.
Yep. Crusaders have a nice big opportunity here for a stop, because if they do, they're going to take over in really good field position. Game with no points.
Man, they're going to talk about it some more. West Florida will take a timeout.
Want to discuss this. Coach Summerford is going to bring his unit onto the side. So why don't we take a quick break ourselves? And when we come back, it's 4th and about 6 for West Florida Tech. We'll see what they do.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
All right, so Coach Summerford had a chance to talk it over with his offense here as Redding is there and ready to roll. It's 4th down and 5. They moved it up a yard, which I thought they might. Big play here. Redding's going to roll out. He may keep it himself. He's going to try and get it, and he will.
He does.
Terrific effort again on 4th down, and those chains will move from Pensacola State College.
Well, when you look back at this, Coach Summerford called timeout, I believe, because he looked like he was planning on running the same play. He had lined up the same way. He wanted to see how the defense was going to line up against him. Comes back out, little quarterback rollout, an RPO, a run-pass option. He's got the option when he rolls out that if he wants to, he can take off if he doesn't like what he sees. And that's exactly what he did. And I tell you what, for Catholic on defense, what a nightmare it is to try to stop that big arm he has. Not only that, he is a tough runner.
No doubt. 1st and 10. What a play from Redding. Gonna keep it again.
Look at how shifty he is.
He is something else.
You know, the thing is he said it's about on the roster it says he's 180 pounds. I feel like he runs like he's 220 pounds. He's just he's a tough guy he's got a low center of gravity. He's always looking. Sometimes, you know, he'll run around you, but he is not afraid of contact. And boy, when you're on defense, it's tough.
Well, Jeff, is interesting because you're right. On the one hand, he's tough to bring down, feels like a fullback, but on the other hand, he's really quick and really shifty. I mean, it's like good luck. It's just a healthy mix of both.
Yeah, nightmare.
Yeah.
That is not fun if you're a linebacker or a defensive lineman.
If you're hearing this at home, I apologize. I think I've sneezed like 6 times in a minute. Gonna keep it on the ground. He's got a big hole.
He's gone.
Sayonara, number 22. Wyatt Casey takes it to the house here. And we've got our first points of the night. Touchdown, West Florida Tech. Big hole, Jeff.
Well, when you start running with the quarterback and then the defense starts eyeing him a little bit, expecting him, and look, great job right there. Look at the offensive line, though. Blocking, when you get to the second level and then you see some receivers blocking downfield, boy, you know things are going well for you. Great job all around for that Jags offense.
Yep. So, going forward on 4th down, a couple of plays ago, comes up big.
That may be the momentum boost that West Florida needed right here. And for Catholic, well, you hate to see it. They battled on defense so far tonight, but
extra point is good.
Extra point is good by Jackson Clark, and your Jaguars are up.
So touchdown makes it 7-0 with 9:06 to go. We're going to step away here when we come back, see if the Crusaders can answer. West Florida Tech has just taken the lead.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Well, we're back, and yep, it's chilly out here. Look at this. I mean, Jeff, literally last Friday night, you and I were up in that booth, and we were so hot. And it's like quite the opposite this week, not only for us, but for everybody here tonight. It's a breezy night, and Halloween 2 nights away. This is what I'm talking about, fall.
boy, when fall hits us, it hits us in a hurry.
Yeah, it slaps us in the face.
You know, there's a lot of people from up north that are like, "You kidding me? This is cold weather to you guys?"
100%,
yes, it is.
yes.
100% it is.
Yeah. My brother-in-law's from Pennsylvania. He would definitely not think of this as cold weather.
Look at the boot right there.
Going to go out of the end zone. Going to be a touchback. So the Crusaders offense now a little bit under the gun, Jeff, as they'd love to get something rolling here and remind West Florida Tech they are here for a win. They've got 4 in a row, and West Florida Tech, their offense had stuttered a little in the first quarter, but looked good there.
Yeah, the last time Catholic lost was right here on Friday Night Rivals with us when they lost to Pine Forest. So it's been a little while, over a month now, and I'm sure they don't want to stop that win streak.
No, I'm sure they don't. And obviously, they're a long way from worrying about that right now, early in the second quarter, just down a touchdown. But they'd love to keep it going. And what a great defensive play there. Saw it coming a mile away. That was number 6, Aubrey Caldwell. That's a big-time play, Jeff. It's like he knew the play.
Well, when you become predictable and they throw a lot of screens on first down, we've seen that tonight. This is what can happen sometimes. Sometimes you get burnt by taking those chances on defense, but, boy, sometimes you almost get a pick 6, and if he brings that in, not a soul is going to stop him, but great job.
No, there was nothing in front of him but green, and he was only 20 yards away. However, just a fine defensive play, 2nd down and 10, as you can see on the far side there with the markers. This time around, gonna throw it up high there. Don't see a flag, so it'll be 3rd and 10. The intended receiver, Javion Showers, but Beard threw it a little over his head. Bird, rather, sorry.
Yeah, Bird, and the thing is a great job by the offensive line, first and foremost, by giving him some time, but it looked like Bird kind of rushed it, and I don't know if it was a miscommunication in the route or just an overall bad throw for Bird. You know, typically he doesn't miss like that, but nonetheless, no shot for the young man to catch it.
So 3rd down now and 10. Crusaders backed up here at the 120-yard line. Bird gonna try and, he does get rid of it. Luckily, though, not picked off. Certainly not going to be caught there as he was trying to get Nettles, who's had a big night. But it's going to be a 3 and out here for the Crusaders, and fine play from the defense for West Florida Tech. And Jeff, they can really start moving now if they get something going here.
Well, it was a great job disguising looks as well. It looked like West Florida was going to bring 7 or 8 on a blitz right there, and then 3 of them backed out. What does that do, you ask? Well, but for the offensive line, when those guys walk up to the line, they're picking out who they got. So when they back out, if you don't have a man, that means some man's going somewhere free, and that's what we saw right there, pressuring the quarterback.
Punt is up and over the head of number 5. It takes a terrific bounce there for Andre Coleman, who's running backwards, trying to get out wide here. The Crusader punt team is all over it, though, and Coleman not able to do anything with it. So still going to be good field position for West Florida Tech right around the 40-yard line, Jeff.
Great job for the Jags of not getting a block in the back, and that's what it looked like was fixing to happen. You saw the young man throw his hands up. He said, nope, this is not going to do any good. I know what's fixing to happen here.
Yeah, live to fight another day, and great field position. There you can see Coach discussing.
Yeah, you got the offensive coordinator right there. I tell you what, this is for Catholic. We knew it was going to be tough sledding. Again, Catholic is a smaller school. We need to make sure we preface that. West Florida, they're a 5A school. I believe Catholic is a 3A school. So, you know, there is some differences. And
I don't know what the penalty was. Maybe they did call that block in the back, because that's all the way back at the 30. That's about a 15-yard penalty.
Let's see the ref call it.
Yeah, here we go.
Call it right here.
Yeah.
Nope, not going to call it. Okay, well, there we go.
It's okay.
But regardless, again, Pensacola Catholic is a little bit smaller of a school, and that does make a difference. But for West Florida, boy, they look good on that last drive, started to find their footing a little bit. So we'll see what they do here on this drive. 1st and 10
after the penalty. Oh, and here's another penalty. Both that was easily seen from both officials on either side there. So I bet that's going to be a hold, Jeff.
That is the area of a hold.
That's for sure.
Multiple laundries on the field.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of penalties tonight.
Yes, we have.
Hate to see it this late in the season. Usually a lot of that's getting cleaned up, but not tonight.
Yeah, you see the disgust on some of the West Florida players. I believe it's a block below the waist right there. Illegal block.
So not a hold. Yeah, there you go, below the waist. You called it. Coach Summerford there.
Come on for West Florida. Go ahead. Don't get ready yet, young man. We're going to walk this one off.
Well, gosh, remember that, Coach Rhett Summerford, one of the best in the area.
Oh, he's good.
Yes, he is. This would have started at the 40, but due to the penalties, now West Florida Tech is all the way back at the 15-yard line.
So there was 2 penalties. There was a hold.
So there was a hold.
And there was a illegal block.
That's it. So all of that leads to first down and 25, give or take. I don't have a calculator, so can't.
Hey, we're not going to do any math on our own here,
No,
just for the
not.
sake of everybody.
Actually, it is. It's like 26, actually, because they got to get to the 40, and they're at the 16, which would make it 24.
Oh, we missed Derek Diamond tonight.
Oh, yeah, Derek Diamond, our stat master. Would be nice to have him.
Derek, if you're listening,
if you
are sorely missed tonight. Trust me.
Text us in the number, Derek. What is it? What is it? First and what? If you could text that in. That'd be good. All right, here we go.
Oh, look, our phone's buzzing. Ooh.
Timing route there, intended for Colin Betty's, but number 8 there for
Nigel
the Crusaders was all over it, read it, so second down and long.
Boy, that's where you pull the old double move when the young man is playing you so tight right there. Nigel Graham did a great job. But when he's playing you so tough, so tight, come down and press coverage like that, goodness gracious, that's when you pull the old double move and fake the throw right there, a pump fake by the quarterback, throw over the top. We might be talking about 6, but hey, nonetheless, it was a great play by Mr. Graham.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And it's a long way to go for West Florida Tech here. Redding under some pressure, going to just throw it away.
Ooh.
Just call it an incomplete pass. Were you thinking grounding?
That's tough. The referee pointed at number 24, I believe it was Marquez Jones, but I don't think that he was trying to throw it there. There was no intention of even being close to him.
Agreed. But he gets away with it.
There you go.
Yeah, saves his team a big sack there. Doesn't get the penalty, so now it's still third and long, 25, give or take a yard. Got to get out to the 40-yard line to convert. 8:15 to go here in the first half, and as you can see, the Crusaders have yet to score, but a big stop here could position them nicely.
And West Florida's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they want to talk about this for just a moment. So Jeff, why don't while you maybe call up some scores, I'll do a quick programming note and let you all know prep football final, of course, with Dan Shugart usually airs at 11 o'clock, but just like last week, we will not be doing that. There will not be a prep football final tonight at 11. Instead, during the 10 o'clock news with Bob Solarski, when Dan has his usual sports segment, which of course normally would run, give or take 3-4 minutes, it'll be something closer to 10 to 15. So I watched it last week, and still lots and lots of highlights, the biggest games on the coast, but not at 11, more like 10, 20, 10, 25 for condensed prep football final tonight with Dan Shugart. Jeff, what about some other scores?
Yeah, by the way, the World Series between the Astros and the Braves here at the Northwest Florida State College Sports booth is still tied 0-0, bottom second right now. Niceville is up 21-0 on Tate. Pine Forest is up 22-7 on Booker T. Milton and Pace, the big rivalry right there, tied at 7. Wakulla up 14-0 on PHS. And Escambia and Gulf Breeze tied 0-0.
Third down and 25 now. You can see very spread out here for West Florida Tech. Redding once again under some pressure and once again just throws it away. Now we do have a flag 25 yards away from where Redding threw that. Don't know what that penalty is, but that's all the way back at 35.
Defensive holding right here.
If so, it's going to be a huge development. Let's see what the call is. And Coach Matt Adams for the Crusader anxiously awaiting because he had a real big chance at a big stop there. And once again, yeah, it's just penalty city here. Here we go.
Against the defense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat third down.
All right, so they get 10 of it back, so it'll be third down and 15. And with an offense like this, Jeff, that feels much more manageable after the hold. There's Coach Adams.
Yeah, what a great job Coach Adams has done here at Catholic. Remember, just 2 years ago, this was a team that had 2,000-yard rushers. They ran the wing tee. They ran a veer. They ran all kinds of crazy rushing offenses, and they were really good at it, by the way. But what do you do when those guys transfer or graduate? Well, you mold the offense. That's what he's done here at Catholic with Aiden Bird throwing for over 1,800 yards.
So looks like with 8:09 to go, we have another timeout. Man, it's hard to get any momentum going with this game. And yeah, there's Coach Summerford. So the score is 7-0. And you know, Jeff, next week, as we said, is our final week, and we're going back to Navarre, one of our favorite places to go. They usually feed us, which is always nice, and it's going to be Gulf Breeze at Navarre, right?
Yes.
That's a rivalry.
Boy, that's a great rivalry as well. And speaking of Navarre, they're at home tonight, so they'll play back-to-back home games against Crestview. And it is 0-0 tie right there for them.
Ooh, Crestview at Navarre. That was the first time I ever did. Had that amazing
28-0 comeback.
Yeah.
And Northview on the road tonight, 14-13 on top of the Bay Tornadoes. Escambia County over in Atmore, Alabama, taking on the big rivalry in Flomaton right there across the line is 0-0 as well. And Choctaw at home losing to Rickards 21-14.
All right, so once again, we're going to get rolling here. 3rd down and 15. Redding out of the shotgun, going to roll out under some pressure again.
Ooh, takes a shot, too.
Takes a shot, nearly heads his man, but it's going to be an incomplete pass there. Number 10, the intended, that's Brock Zarek. But it'll be 4th and 15, and you got to think, sure enough, yes, indeed, here comes that West Florida Tech punting unit.
Boy, Tim Gully has been a nightmare for West Florida Tech so far. We know they've struggled to get some pressure on Markelle Redding. The offensive line for West Florida's done a pretty good job. But Tim Gully is the one that just laid the lick to Markelle Redding. I tell you what, that was a big-time blow. If you tell me that didn't affect the throw, you've lost your mind, because, boy, when you've got Gully in your face, that's a big young man.
4th down here. Oh, it's a high snap, but well handled. And a good bounce as well.
Good field position for Catholic.
I was going to say, that's about as good as West Florida Tech could have hoped for, but sure enough, that will be very good field position for the Crusaders. And they're going to take over at the 40-yard line. Here comes that offense here with 7:52 to go. And, Jeff, we've seen the Catholic offense move it a little bit, but sputtered, have not been able to turn anything into points yet. And you just know Coach Adams really would love to get on the board here before the half as we're approaching the midway point of quarter number 2.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to be able to run the football just enough. But not only that, they're going to have to be able to throw the football down the field, something they've been going for the short passing game. Yeah.
This time they're going to keep it on the ground, though, and pick up 2 or 3. That's number 3. Aiden Bird, of course, who handed it off to Taekwon Stabler, the sophomore. Picked up a couple, though. And, Jeff, to your point of having to do something to surprise him, we saw just a few minutes ago that terrific West Florida Tech defensive play, because they knew this will be a screen. That's almost all we're seeing. So, yeah, you've talked about that a lot this season, the idea of it's almost like got to throw a change-up, For the change-up to work, you've got to do that. 2nd down now and 8. As Bird rolls out wide here. And that's going to be Showers, who makes a couple of moves after the catch. Still 3rd down and 5 at the 45-yard line.
But again, what you're seeing, West Florida Tech is keeping guys within 2 or 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. The safeties and corners aren't following back too far. They're just not worried about the deep pass. Now, Aiden Bird has an absolute cannon for an arm.
Yeah.
They have the weapons to be able to go downfield, but I think they're more worried right now about that defensive front reaching their quarterback, because the offensive line has struggled a little bit.
So it's 3rd and just over 4 here. First down would come literally right at midfield. Bird going to throw another screen. The beautiful
Great
play
job.
after the catch there. Number 4, Javion Showers, will turn that into a Pensacola State College 1st and 10. A nice conversion for CHS.
And it just takes some pressure off of Aiden Bird. Again, that's a comfortable throw for him. Here's where it gets dangerous, is once they start getting comfortable back in these short passes, Aiden Bird gets his confidence back, which it looks like he's starting to.
Yeah.
That's when they become dangerous down the field.
Right. This time they'll keep it on the ground again, and a fine
Great
effort,
run.
too. Yeah. Just chugging away there for 4 or 5 extra yards. Well done.
Looks like it's a gain of about 2, but I'm telling you right now.
Is that all that was?
Well, the offensive lineman was pancaking one of the Jags players right there. That's what you saw.
I'm like, I think he's gone. You're like, Christian, that's nowhere near the action.
But here's the thing, running the football, any positive gain is definitely positive in that matter of the fact that they're moving, staying ahead of the sticks a little bit.
2nd down and 8. Hilarious.
Anyway.
Bird going to throw it long, like you said, Jeff. And there's going to be a pass interference.
Wow.
Flags coming in everywhere. Sure enough, number 6, Jabril Rawls, the intended receiver, but he was not able to get near that because of the defender. I think it's a good call, Jeff.
Yeah, I'd love to see the replay on this.
Well, I think you're going to get your chance.
Here we go. This is interesting. Now, did he just use the sideline as another defender? Yeah, he just. Well, here's the thing, though.
Boxed him out, essentially.
Yeah, he's the key factor is he's turned around looking for the football. If he's not looking for the football, it's a little bit different. But when he's pushing him out like that, I can see where the call comes from.
Yep.
I'm sure you did like the call, by the way. Being
oh, please. You can't even tell I'm a Catholic fan if you watch this game. I'm trying to be extremely neutral. Looks like we've got our water break here with 5:34 to go. So why don't we step away ourselves here and take a quick break. When we come back, Crusaders on the move with a 1st and 10. Stay with us.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
All right, we're back. There's the Airport Dental Smile Cam. And, yeah, Cowboys fans have good reason to smile these days, Jeff. They're looking real strong.
And then the Auburn fan has his arms crossed. They're 5-2. They should be all right.
Good cover here. Bird gonna find his man, but the West Florida Tech D was very prepared. And Tyquan Stabler not going anywhere there, Jeff.
No, not at all. And you hear the crowd erupt here at West Florida Tech. They got a great crowd tonight, by the way. Senior night, military appreciation night as well. So a lot going on. But watch this. Again, you're not worried about them throwing the ball down the field. How does that tell you? Oh, well, because 9 people are up pretty much at the line of scrimmage. That's why.
So all of that amounts to a loss of about a half a yard. It'll be 2nd down and just over 10. There you can see on the top of the screen.
That's just good math.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I did go to Catholic High.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
They're like, Christian, don't tell anyone.
Uh-oh.
Oh, throw over the middle, wide open.
Look.
What a play. Bird with a tremendous play.
Look at him. He's going to get in.
Golly, number 4. Javion Showers with an incredible
they're
effort.
marking him down at the half-yard line.
Wow. Well, first of all, the play from Bird was spectacular, and then Showers just refusing to go down.
Looks like he just bear crawled in.
Wow.
And they're going to go quick. Catholics fix to snap this football.
Yeah, let's get back to the game, guys. They do go quick, and all for naught. Is number 2 there, Stabler.
Uh-oh. Boy, that's
doesn't go down. It's a loss of a yard or two, maybe.
Here's the play before.
Yeah. So Bird out wide, in some trouble, gets it off. Man was wide open.
Javion Showers turned around like he was expecting a defender right there.
He crawls in, incredible. Down at the half yard. That's amazing.
That's a special play. But then they go fast and they lose a few.
Yeah. So instead of being at the half, it's more like at the 4 now. 2nd down.
Bird under center.
Going to keep it on the ground once again, and he's not going to get in. That's Stabler again. It's going to be 3rd down. He does get a few yards back.
Well, this is 4-down territory.
Yeah. Crusaders, as you can see, all giving it the go move here. Trying to really cruise here as they're in the Synovus red zone.
I'm going to load that backfield up, go right back to the
There's
same play.
Stabler, and
boy.
once again, the West Florida Tech D is more than prepared. It's going to be 4th down now. And Jeff, you said 4-down territory. Boy, the Crusaders are going to be real bummed if they come out of this with nothing.
This is what a job right now by West Florida Tech, standing tall.
Yeah.
And boy, this is the strength of their defense. This is the teeth. You don't want to go head-to-head right here, but Catholic, why? Watch the pass or watch the play action right here after running the same play 3 times.
4th and goal. They're
4
going to do it
times.
again.
Did he
the
get
same
in?
play again. And here's the
Touchdown.
call. Touchdown Crusaders. So Coach Matt Adams just calls the same play again and again. Tyquan Stabler, the sophomore, who finally on 4th down punches it in. And Crusaders an extra point away from tying the game.
So if it doesn't look first time's not the charm, second time's not the charm. Oh, third time's the charm. Run the same play 3 times in a row and finally get the yards needed.
And Stabler, you may have seen there, reached it across too. I mean, it was no gimme, but he did get the ball across the line there. And
we need to get a holder out here for our kicker.
Here he's like, oh yeah,
they got to take a timeout.
Yeah, so the Crusaders have to lose a timeout on the extra point, and that, I'm sure, is extremely frustrating for Coach Adams.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to have to burn a timeout, even though you've got, you just scored, you got 3 minutes left. But hey, what a great job. They needed to find some offense somehow, some way. And I tell you what, if you tell me on 4th down right there, they're going to run the same play, I'd say, yeah, well, they're going to run it all for naught, because boy, that defensive line right there for West Florida Tech, they've done a great job stuffing them every time.
Well, it goes back to that tremendous play from Bird to Showers, who had the effort to get it down to the half-yard line. That was spectacular and put the Crusaders in the position. They nearly blew it here again. You can see Bird, as he gets hit, gets rid of it, and Showers does all the work from here. Who just look at that. That's amazing. And just shy of the goal line. What a play that was. All right, so the Crusaders are now ready to tie this game here.
You got a holder out there.
Yep, they figured that part of it out. That's a big part of the equation. That holder is Showers, by the way, who we know has good hands. Oh, and that's up and good. Love the camera shot from behind there. Beautiful. So this game is tied with 3:15 to go. The Crusaders are able to answer. It's 7-7, and isn't that interesting, Jeff? So with 3:15 to go, though, and West Florida Tech's terrific offense, certainly that's more than enough time. You can see at the bottom of the screen, they're out of timeouts, though.
Yeah, they are, but you know what? 3 minutes and 15 seconds is plenty of time for this offense. And tell you what, they would love nothing more than to go ahead and run this clock all the way down and be up 14-7. But, hey, for Catholic, you got to love it. Your defense has battled so well. I mean, they've only given up 7 points to a high-powered offense like this. Coach Adams has got to love what he's getting out of his defense. Finally, your offense they start finding something. Yeah, it took a couple big plays. Hey, but whatever gets old momentum back on your side, that's all anybody cares about. And boy, if you for Coach Adams, if you told him, hey, it's 7-7 at halftime, you okay with that? He'd say, oh, gladly.
Well, we may get a chance to find out. We always try and talk to the coach from either side at halftime. That would be nice. Usually what we'll do if there's a tie game, usually we'll talk to the team that's winning at the beginning, but in this case there's a decent chance it'll be tied, in which case we talk to the home coach first, which of course will be Coach Summerford.
That's going to be a penalty.
Yep, kickoff goes out of bounds, and that is not the way the Crusaders want to start this situation, but good news for West Florida Tech, as they're not going to get a chance to see a return, but they're going to get the free yardage here off of the penalty. 3:15 to go. And Markelle Redding going to come back out onto the field here and see what he can do with his squad. And as you said, Jeff, this is a team that can score. We feel like we have a few teams on the coast that are just loaded with offensive talent. We talk about that a lot with the Washington Wildcats, and certainly West Florida Tech is the same.
Yes, they are. Weapons all over the field. And here's the thing is, are they going to make them re-kick?
Yeah, looks like they're going to have to kick it again.
Yeah, but again, Markelle Redding, here's the thing. You can have all the weapons you want in the world. If you don't have a quarterback that takes care of the football and is great at decision-making, and what I mean by that, taking care of the football means don't turn it over. Decision-making is, sometimes the play's not there. There's no need to try to force an issue. And he's just one of the best at it. We've watched him grow over the years.
Well, Jeff, we've seen it a couple times tonight when he threw it out of bounds under pressure. And, you thought maybe one of them was grounding. They didn't call it. So those are, oh, look at this, a very, very short kick. And that's exactly why I think Coach Summerford wanted to try it again. So West Florida Tech will take it at the 36, but here's a late flag. And given the reaction of the West Florida Tech team, this may go against them. Do you have any idea what that was?
I don't know. This looks we've seen these teams start jawing at each other.
Yeah, I think it may be something. Oh, yeah.
Guys trying to.
Oh, boy.
This is, I tell you what, for West Florida Tech, get your guys, get them on the sideline. For Catholic, get your guys, get them over there. This is just unnecessary. All right, somebody done said something about somebody's mama. I guess.
That what it was? How can you hear that from up here?
The ref's mic. He must have it on. I heard. Oh man.
All right, so.
Well, for Catholic, this is not the time that you want to try to get a penalty.
No, West Florida Tech gets some great starting field position. I'll tell you right now, The people most regretting tonight is anyone who decided not to sponsor the penalties. We would have had to say the name of that company a lot.
And this is going to be, look, this is going to go against Catholic.
Yeah. Still don't know what the call is. We'll find out here. Look at that,
guessing
though.
it's going to be unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, that's the 48-yard line of Catholic, so this could not have worked out better for West Florida Tech. Going to get some outstanding field position.
Look at that flag.
Yeah.
That's a great shot of the flag.
Just leaving it on the field, taunting.
Just reminding everybody.
Exactly.
All right, well, as if
Here we go.
3:15
Here's
was
the call.
Unsportsmanlike penalty against Catholic. We're going to penalize 15 yards, first down.
All right, there you go. So sure
There you
enough, West Florida Tech will take it at the 48-yard line, and there's Coach Matt Adams. No doubt frustrated coming off that touchdown.
Well,
Not how he wanted it to go.
when you're going up against the gauntlet already, you're playing a really good team, and that's exactly what West Florida is. Again, we talk about West Florida being a little bit bigger of a school. Well, here's the problem. You can't make mistakes like that, especially with 3 minutes left before half.
Yep. All right, on the other, of course, side of the coin, West Florida Tech would absolutely love to turn that mistake into points here. And Redding will start out of the shotgun, as he always does. Run this one up the middle here.
Great job by
Yes,
the offensive
indeed.
line.
Still kicking. We got a ball on the ground, and Catholic saying they got it. Meanwhile, another flag on the play. A helmet rolls. Absolute pandemonium.
Boy, this is Catholic again. Looks like West
So it's
Florida.
not going to be a fumble.
Number 75 for the Jags right there, offensive lineman Jazaniah Worley. He's got to calm down.
Crusaders are clapping, indicating this one's going to go against West Florida Tech.
Yep, and it will.
Sure enough, yeah. So going to roll back the other way now. Man, it's been a back and forth with penalties. We've referenced that numerous times. And Coach Summerford making his point. So hold up now.
And I tell you what, for both these coaches, they need to get their teams on the sideline and make sure they both understand that everybody needs to calm down right now.
Tempers flaring just a skosh. All right, here we go.
Call. I believe that's the first time you've used skosh this year, too.
Is that right?
I believe so.
I like to use skosh from time
On
to time.
air, anyway.
Yeah, I guarantee you it's not the first time otherwise.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike against West Florida. 15-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
So in the last 3 minutes, we've had an unsportsmanlike conduct
Let's see
against
if we can get
Catholic.
it. So we get the pulling guard right there. That's Mr. Worley. That's the young man that, yeah, that's unsportsmanlike. Watch where he's got no helmet on. He grabs him right there behind his head, slams him down.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anything after that. Probably not.
Offsetting unsportsmanlike conducts, and now West Florida Tech on 2nd and 15 going to throw a nice little timing route here to number 3. That's Colin Betty's. Another flag on the play, and this one's probably coming back.
Well, he did get awfully close to that face mask, though. I will say that. Not sure what this call is going to be.
I don't know, Jeff. It's losing track here. You know, you joked about having Derek. I do wish he was here because he would be tracking this stuff and he could give us some stats on that.
I think this is going to go against Catholic.
With 2:52 to go, here we go.
We got face mask.
He's tired of saying it. He's just like, I don't want to say it.
You guys know who.
Yeah.
5-yard face mask against Catholic. Result of the penalty is going to be first down.
All right.
So it's an incidental face mask. And watch this right here. His hand will come up and grasp the mask.
From behind there. I don't know. Maybe.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Tough call. It was near the helmet. I don't know if it really grabbed it or not, but
Either way, it helps West Florida Tech a lot. They had a long way to go, but instead it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And we've played about 20 seconds of game time here in the last 20 minutes.
3 or 4 penalties.
Exactly.
That's 20 seconds. That's what the people came for, right?
Yeah, well,
Penalties.
if they did, it's working out real well. 1st and 10. Redding going to just take what they're giving him. And oh, a great tackle there. And that's number 20 for Catholic High. Who is that? Let me get a name. That's LaDon Johnson, who makes a nice play. So, Jeff, you call that a screenplay. Now, Redding was under big-time pressure, and he dumped it off there. Was that what he was going to do, or did he make it a screenplay because that's what he had given the pressure?
On the screenplay, the offensive line releases the defensive line and lets them through.
They want them through.
That way, the offensive line can get upfield and block.
Got it.
So that typically when you see
that.
that.
So it's part of the deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, got it. See? You'd think I knew that. I did not.
Well, Oklahoma doesn't do that.
No,
Oklahoma just throws it all over. Now you got a fantastic quarterback. We'll talk about that later.
Ooh, yeah, he's working out. Second down and 10.
He's all right.
Nah, it's going to be a false start, I think.
Yeah, that'd be a good call. I don't think that was encroachment, even though we haven't had encroachment tonight.
It's true.
And that's my favorite
I think his
penalty.
battery's going to die on that microphone.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Now 1:44 to go, and we're back to the 44-yard line. Second down and 14 after the false start. That was interesting, Jeff. Hey, excuse me. Number 3 for West Florida Tech, Betty's, was not even in the play. He's out here ready to be a receiver, but he didn't even go to the huddle. I think he knew what the play was.
Didn't need it.
It was interesting. Yeah, he wasn't in there. He just stood out here and waited for them to come out. And they're going to once again throw that screen.
They've got some
And
blockers.
it's a fine play there. Open man was Marquez Jones. And that's going to be a nice big gainer for West Florida Tech here with 1:18 to go.
Yep, they'll still be short of the first down, but
They get a lot of it back.
yes, they do. And
Second and 15.
again, a simple screen play. Great job. You see the offensive line going out there. You tiptoes in. That's simple. About as simple as it gets.
We have a penalty, though.
Oh.
And now another one. He just threw his flag. What is happening?
Wonder if that was on Coach Summerford.
I mean, that's all it could be. It's 2 minutes after the play.
During the play, we have an eligible man downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Never mind.
All right.
Now, they threw that flag 2 minutes after the play, but
Oh, they went to replay. That must have been what it was. It was our replay they saw.
man, I can't believe these penalties.
Goodness gracious.
So now West Florida Tech is back on their side of the field, and it's going to be second down and about 20.
So the late flag was a sideline warning right there. That's-
Gotcha. Well, I knew it came in way
I was thinking the same
late.
thing. Like, why did it take them so long?
Yeah.
But, oh,
And
goodness.
that would have
goodness.
been on Coach Summerford, by the way,
Yes.
who's been giving them an earful here for the last 10 minutes.
Well, if this, well, regardless of what happens, right, unless Catholic scores, we'll be talking to Coach Summerford, hopefully going into half. And, boy, it's going to be interesting to hear what he's got to say because he has been hot all half.
Yep, no doubt. Second down, 20. Under a minute to go now. It's going to be a fine play for Betty's, who does get out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. He gets to the 40-yard line. Still a long way from a first down. The clock stops with exactly 50. That's 50 seconds, as you can see there at the bottom of the screen. The 39-yard line, rather. So it'll be third down at about 11.
Well, time running down. West Florida doesn't have any timeouts. They got to work that sideline and try to go for a big play over the middle. Again, we know they have the weapons to do it, but
Sure do.
well, Catholic has stood tall in this drive.
Yeah, the Catholic D, really the whole first half, has played really well. Redding's gonna-
Nobody over
A lot
here.
of green in front of him, and he will be smart enough to get out of bounds. That's well done, all the way down to about the 22-yard line. Markelle Redding, and you know, Jeff, you and I could see it as plain as day. He had nothing in front of him, and you knew he was going to go for a long one there.
Well, you look at the top of the screen, they bring the linebacker to blitz, and you know what? When you blitz people like that, if you don't get to them, there is green grass, and that's exactly what there was for Mr. Redding.
And that took about 9 seconds, gained a whole lot of yards, now down to the 22-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College, and things are looking up here in the final minute for West Florida Tech. An opportunity to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, almost in the Synovus red zone. Uh-oh.
This time,
What a
kind of a
jumble of a
busted play,
play.
no doubt. And Redding is able to get out of bounds. A pretty good job, too. Could have. Oh, no, they're going to wind the clock. I mean, the official was saying
They
they're rolling.
stopped it.
Did you see what I saw, though?
No, I didn't.
The official with the white hat ran
there
over.
they
Yeah,
go.
he was clearly
They
winding
gotta
that
go.
clock. I'm not sure why. I mean, I don't know. Redding clearly got out of bounds. 2nd down and 11. 18 seconds left.
That's not going
Is
to do
it-
it. They're going to say incomplete.
Well, honestly, incomplete's about the best thing they could hope for. The clock hasn't stopped rolling for some reason.
Wait, whoever the clock operator, they need to stop the clock.
Did they call it a complete pass, though?
No, I thought he blew it dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, incomplete pass. I was about to say, yeah, he blew the play dead as soon as the ball hit
Yeah.
the ground.
So they're going to need to put a good 10, 12 seconds, I think, back on the clock here. Look at Coach Summerford, super frustrated. As you said, he's been frustrated a decent amount of this half.
Well, they're putting 8 seconds back there. I'm pretty sure it's more than 8 seconds.
Yeah, I would have thought so, too.
They're going to go ahead and kick a field goal.
Wow. So this, gosh,
What a weird ending to this half. Well, it's not over yet.
this is about a 40-yard attempt, it looks like. Number 37, Jackson Clark. It's only 2nd down, but the clock situation.
I believe Catholic will call a
Yeah,
timeout.
Catholic wants to make him think about it here for a minute. Let me make sure on the math. Yeah, sitting at about the 23. Yeah, so it's about a 40-yarder.
And I believe he'll have a crosswind, too. So he won't have the wind against him or for him. It'll be across him. So see what happens. But, man, oh, man, again, I know the half's not over yet, but this has been wild, to say the very least.
Well, and, you know, it's the game started at 7. It's 8:20. And this is a very long first half, and it's a direct result of the absurd amount of penalties.
You see, the Crusader faithful making the trip on over, and they're probably thinking the same thing, like, what in the world is going on?
Love that Crusader gear, though.
That's a good-looking blanket, too.
Yeah. That green and gold looking sharp. All right, I'm sorry. I should.
Wait a minute. So going back to the whole, you wouldn't be able to tell from the broadcast.
Well, I can talk about the gear, just not the teams. All right, so it's a 40-yard attempt here from Jackson Clark. Chance for a big moment. And
Catholic's hey, you can't take them with you, so I guess go ahead and use them on up. And you know what? Icing the kicker.
Yeah, that's what they're
It's
trying
cold
to do. Exactly. It's a lot easier in weather like this. Look at Coach Adams.
Look at it. It's got a little bit
You
of
know what I like? I like how the green light on the headphones matches. You think that's intentional? Does every team get to pick which color is on their headphones? That's awesome. Look at that. No. Yeah, that's green light too.
Yep.
Now,
No,
maybe
I don't
they're all
think
just
so.
green. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
Well, I've got some
Yeah, it's
scores
a West
for you,
Florida
by
team.
the way. Pine Forest up
Wait, I'm
22 to
riffing
7.
on lights. You're not going to let me riff on lights?
Navarre 7, Crestview 6, Milton up 14 to 7 right now. Wakulla up at half, 21-7 over PHS. Gadsden County and Mosley. Remember, Mosley's undefeated right now. Gadsden County 3, Mosley nothing. And Rickards at half, 21-14 over Choctaw.
We're going to try it again. The 40-yard attempt now from Jackson Clark. 8 seconds to go. It's up.
No,
It's got
it's
a
good.
plenty of leg, and
Wow.
it's good. Incredible. Mr. Clark gives West Florida Tech the lead with 3 seconds to go. We don't see a lot of that, Jeff. We don't see a lot of long field goals.
No, we don't.
We almost
but
never see the attempts. That was impressive.
Kicker alert. There we go. That's good to see.
Yeah.
Man, oh, man.
Yeah, so that is good enough to give West Florida Tech the lead with 3.6 seconds to go. We will see a kickoff before the official half and see if Catholic can do something with that kickoff, but that's impressive.
Yeah, I expect for West Florida to just pooch the ball up in the air, force them to go ahead and call for a fair catch. But look at this. Great boot by the young man.
Yes,
Struck
indeed.
it well, and you see the wind a little bit to the left.
It's right
It
down the
doesn't
middle,
matter.
too. Yeah,
What wind?
that was awesome.
Yeah, great job. That was good for probably close to 50.
I mean, seriously, yeah, it certainly didn't struggle to get through. Cutting right through that wind.
Look at him. Smile, young
Feeling,
man.
he should feel good. That's
Well, like
great.
you just said, was that 40?
That's Jackson Clark.
That one's going on the highlight film.
Stabler is back for the Crusaders here. Again, this will, well, I hate to say it, this will probably be the last play of the half unless there's a penalty, so maybe it won't be.
They may pooch it right over that front line. Oh,
Gonna
just
keep
gonna squib it
low and flip it back, yeah.
Oh,
That was Stabler who gets it to the 30, but that is how the first half will end. After the long field goal from West Florida Tech, they take the lead 10-7. It's a low-scoring game, but it's a really good game, an interesting game, and we're going to hopefully here get a chance to talk to Coach Rhett Summerford about what he saw there in half number one. And Coach Summerford, hey, this is Christian up in the booth. Appreciate you taking a second to talk to us.
Absolutely.
Listen, you knew coming in, Catholic's a really good team.
Yep.
Obviously, you guys are having a great year. 10-7 at the half. Are you surprised it's so low scoring?
No. You know, they've done a good job on third down. I know Matt does a really good job on offense and kind of played ball control, I thought, for the first half. And I think we only had 4 possessions. You guys know better than I do. So we just got to do a better job of capitalizing when we get the ball and got to be better on third down on defense.
Coach, the person we got to know best in the first half was the head official who seemed to be turning his mic on every 2 plays. Were they calling it tight, did you think? I mean, because there was tempers were flaring toward the end there.
No, it's just, you know, it gets tight and then you get tight. That's just the way it is. No, they did a good job. They made some good calls and that, you know, they've done a really good job so far.
Well, Coach, it's a great game. We appreciate your time, man. Good luck in the second half.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Coach Rhett Summerford there, of course, as his team leads it 10-7. He was talking about Coach Matt Adams for Catholic. We'll try and catch up with him near the end of the half. But at this moment in time, we're going to step away, and when we come back, the halftime show begins.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Well, we are back. It is 10-7. The home team, West Florida Tech, with the lead thanks to that field goal at the end of the first half. It is time now for the Restore Plastic Surgery halftime report as the band is out on the field. And, you know, Jeff, it's fun, these games every single Friday night. It's sad next week is the last one. This is one of those schools, you know, there are some that we just look forward to coming to, and this is one of them. And they treat us right. You know, the student body is always into it. They were singing the national anthem before the game, which was so cool. This is a great place to come.
it really is. And the school overall, just an interesting technical school. I mean, they do plenty of things here. And obviously, if you're not familiar with it, it's a great place to attend. And they always have great students. Again, like you talked about, a great turnout every single night. And you know what? They got a pretty darn good football team as well.
Well, you know, that's the other side of it. Yeah, we talk about there's always a great turnout. It's like for good reason. There's always a quality product out there on the field. You know, Coach Rhett Summerford does a fantastic job. And this year, no exception. They're 7-1. They barely lost. Remember, the only loss they have was in double OT. So they're a really strong team. They've made the playoffs. And, you know, what you think they can go deep?
I really do. Now, here's the thing, is they can't stall out. Like, we saw them struggle to get going. Now, you got to credit Catholic in the defense and what they were able to do. But still, this is a team that I go back to it. I've said it multiple times tonight. They don't do anything great. They do everything well. And, boy, when a team does everything well, you're talking about trying to prepare for them in a winner-take-all type game. Loser goes home. This is not the bunch I would want to face off against.
It's a great point. If you can do everything well, it's really tough to plan for. So it's a fun place to come. Why don't we take a quick moment? You know, we always talk about our Wendy's Giant of the Week, and we love to feature this. It's really cool. I mean, again, we love to hook you up. Wendy's loves to as well. If you'd like to be this week's Wendy's Giant of the Week, well, if you're a junior or senior who plays on the football team from Escambia, Okaloosa, and Santa Rosa high schools, any of them, then you can go do it. All you do is go to WFGXTV.com, click on the contest tab, and enter to win on the Wendy's Giant of the Week. It's a prize pack worth over $100. We've had Aubrey Caldwell, who's playing tonight, Brock Zarek. They both have won before. Catholic's Zach DeJesus has also won. And if you're an athlete from any of those counties, a high school player, by all means, go sign yourself up and see if you can become the Wendy's Giant of the week as the band has started. We also want to mention, as we always do, our Wibbs, Stone, and Barnett A-plus student athlete. And, of course, here at West Florida Tech, as we told you a couple of weeks back, it's Brandon Marsh. And Brandon, such an impressive young man, a 3.6 grade point average. So he's getting it done out here on the field. He's getting it done in the classroom as well. He's a big fan, get this, it always shocks me, he's a big fan of his engineering class.
Wow.
Now, that's impossible unless you're just really darn smart. And he clearly is. So congratulations to Braden. I said Brandon. Check that. Braden Marsh, our Wibbs, Stone, and Barnett A-plus student athlete. As we go to break here, you can hear the sounds of this wonderful band from West Florida Tech. And when we come back, we'll show you some highlights from other games across the country from last week.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
On every play so far. Full screen play set up inside and it's picked off. Intercepted by Big Ben Roberts. And Roberts takes it to the house for an East touchdown.
There's the throw. Man is open, falling down and making the catch at the 25-yard line.
We're here at the gun. Give on the far side. McReynolds slows down, buys some time, and turns on the juice. McReynolds, 51 yards for the touchdown.
5 conversion, play action, and pass in the big hit.
Williams, he pirouette in the backfield, and he turns. Had a man behind everyone. Can he get there? Caught, and he's going to walk.
Balistreri with time goes back over the middle, over the deep, into the end zone. Caught, touchdown, Homestead.
After the penalty, 1st and 12. Fortune, here's Grimes. Grimes down the sideline. Look at Grimes go. Off to the races. Nobody's going to catch him. 5th touchdown tonight. Pump of the fist. Shake of the head. Scoring!
It's for North Myrtle Beach and 3 for Hartsville. Here's the kick by Nick Munn. It's right up the gut. He's got a hole. He breaks it to the 40, 45, 50. The kicker he's got to beat to the 45, to the 30, to the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Hartsville on the return. He brings it all the way back to Marion Cove.
I'm Dr. Ben Braun at Restore Plastic Surgery. Here at Restore Plastic Surgery, we support high school athletics because it helps kids develop important characteristics and skills that will serve them throughout the rest of their lives and help them contribute more to our community and society as a whole. One of the most important characteristics of successful people is never giving up, which we refer to as persistence or grit. And high school sports help teach kids that value by forcing them to keep trying and never give up. Another important quality taught by high school athletics is excellence. Excellence does not happen overnight. It takes time to develop excellence or mastery in anything. Another thing that high school sports teaches is teamwork. Very few people succeed or survive in life alone, meaning everybody relies on people around them to get things done and be successful and achieve a common goal. And high school athletics helps teach teamwork and teaches kids how to work with each other in a constructive manner to achieve a common goal.
We're back. It's Friday Night Rivals on a chilly, very late October night, just a couple of nights away from Halloween. This, of course, the Restore Plastic Surgery halftime report. And we are lucky enough at this moment in time to be joined by Principal Shannon. There she is here from West Florida Tech. Good evening, Principal Shannon. How are you, ma'am?
Good evening. Having a great time on this chilly Friday evening. It's a great time to be at West Florida Jaguar.
I know that it is, and a really good game, 10-7. Here should be a fun second half. You know, I wanted to ask you, we were talking about Halloween's a couple of nights away. As you just said, it's chilly. I'm just curious, as a principal, as somebody who runs a school, we got high schoolers coming up and down the halls this time of year with Halloween and then Thanksgiving and then Christmas. Is it tougher? Like, do they really start thinking, I can't wait for the break at this point?
Well, you know, it's students, teachers, administrators, parents. We're right in the throes of the first semester, but the students are working hard. The teachers are giving their all. We're settling in and working towards continuing to best our best as we go to the end of the semester.
What about the football team? Of course, is really, really good, and Coach Summerford does such a fabulous job every year. I know that in the halls, you guys have to be so jazzed because this is one of those years where this team could go pretty far in the playoffs.
Our goal is to see them go all the way to the last dance, hopefully to the state game. Coach Summerford and his staff has worked so hard. They're dedicated to our school. They're dedicated to our team. And the players have really pushed through with our defensive line. They're pretty powerful. We're looking forward to seeing how they finish up the rest of the game this evening.
Well, Principal Shannon, you know, we were talking before we had a chance to talk to you about how much we like coming to this school, not only because it's always such a great product on the field, but it's just always such a nice experience. Everybody here is great. It's a wonderful place to be. So thank you for always playing a wonderful host. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you so much. Go Jags.
Go Jags. There you go. That's Principal Shannon here from West Florida. She's proud, and she should be. This really is a great school.
She even called that defensive line. Boy,
yeah,
she
knows
her stuff now.
She knows what's up. You know, I wonder, you think they're selling hot chocolate? I'd love to know. It would do well tonight. Something that we get every single week is Fusakli's chicken fingers. This is so great. Our entire crew is fed by Fusakli's, as we've been telling you. That's true every game. They show up. They just give us a huge amount of chicken fingers. There are never any leftovers. They're gone quick, and it is so good. So our thanks, as always, to Fusakli's. Cannot tell you how much we appreciate that because it is so much work to put this game on. It's hours and hours of work, and it's always nice to get that treat just before the game. And there you can see some of the crew members here on Friday Night Rivals. Elijah there you're looking at specifically here running camera and doing a fine job. Elijah, well, I was going to ask if he could hear me. That's okay. Why don't we take one more break here with just under a minute to go. You can see West Florida Tech is back on the field. We'll see if we can get an interview with Coach Matt Adams from the Catholic side here just before quarter number 3 starts. So we'll be right back to get going.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We're back, and we are awfully close here to starting quarter number 3. You can see the score. They're low-scoring first half. West Florida up 10-7 here as we are at Marlin Bullock Field, West Florida Tech. And you know, we talked to Coach Rhett Summerford at the beginning of the half, and Jeff, I know Coach Adams is making his way over, and you're going to get a chance to speak with him. Interested to hear what he talked to his team about.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to be impressed with, you know, his offense finally finding some ground there late in the half, but his defense. I think his defense is.
Hold on, look at the Coach Summerford. I was going to say Coach Summerford and Coach Adams there kind of joking with each other. So that was nice to see. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that was funny. There you go. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach Adams, Jeff Price up here in the booth. We appreciate your time. I know you got to get back to your team, but look, 10-7. You know what? We talked about it. You guys almost squeaked out with a tie there at half. Your offense finally caught some ground there late in the half. Your defense, I have been most impressed with. You guys have battled. What'd you tell your team at half?
You know, we're in the ball game at halftime. You know, they're a great team. And that was our goal to make sure. But when we got to halftime, we were going to keep it close. And we did that. Defense played a great job. Now we just got to put it together and try and win this half.
Well, Coach, we're excited to watch. We won't keep you anymore. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, there you go, Coach Matt Adams taking a moment to talk to us. We're very appreciative. And, yeah, he said, look, we're in it at the half. We do have a few highlights. There weren't that many highlights in the first half, but we've got a few to show you right here. This is Redding.
Look at that. That was early in the game when he got that first down.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. You see Aiden Bird rolling out, and look at this. What a great job by Javion Showers to find a way to get the first down as well. Again, Aiden Bird, by the way, he's been under some pressure tonight. We talked about that Catholic offensive line.
Ooh,
right
gosh,
there.
I hated
that
that
high-low hit. That is
yeah.
just so dangerous. You see Markelle Redding going to roll out. Nope, he's going to take it himself and finds a way
and that was on a fourth down. That was
yes.
huge because they scored on the very next set of downs.
There goes Wyatt Casey in for the lone West Florida touchdown.
Yep. That was after that conversion. Meanwhile, here came Bird coming back the other way. This is maybe the play of the game. Bird gets hit, gets it over to Rawls, who has a couple of
Look at the crawl.
sweet moves there. Rather Showers, I'm sure.
How do you get through the defense? You crawl through them.
Yeah.
And this
Catholic had the hardest time. It had to go all the way to fourth down, ran the same play 3 times in a row, finally did get into the end zone, and that made it 7-7. And with a little time left, big play here from Redding to get West Florida Tech into field goal range, and this with 8 seconds to go.
40-yarder.
Yeah, the 40-yard field goal was good. And that is how we get to 10-7. Jackson Clark, the kicker there. So, again, I had said Rawls. That was Javion Showers who had that incredible play. The crawl, as we call it.
The crawl.
Jeff, I mean, again, if Catholic wins, that's the play of the game. I'll tell you right now.
Crawl.
There will not be a better play than that. That was amazing.
Well, I've got some scores for you from the Northwest Florida State College Sports booth, if you'd like some.
Sir. Yes, of course.
Niceville up big, 35-0 over Tate on the road. Crestview and Navarre, 7-6 Navarre over the Bulldogs. Boy, those two always play a great game. Pine Forest, 22-7 over Booker T. Wakulla up big now, 30-7 in the third quarter. Milton and Pace, we know that rivalry. 21-14 Milton right now on the road. Not that it's a far drive. And a game we haven't talked about yet, Escambia and Gulf Breeze. Escambia up 14-7 at half against the Dolphins.
And by the way, the Atlanta Braves currently winning Game 3 of the World Series 1-0.
There we go.
So, see if they can keep that going. No kidding, man. Whew. I can't even watch those games. I get so nervous. I've literally, so far the playoffs, I've watched one play.
The team's lined up on the wrong side.
That's great. Love it. I
was like, wait a minute. Are they just going to take it from the 45 and run with it? Like, is this how we're going to roll? But
West Florida Tech won the coin toss at the beginning of the game. They deferred, and so they will receive here. So we're going to see that West Florida Tech offense back on the field.
You know, I always defer when I win the coin toss.
Is that right?
Yeah, at home, you just on the road, wherever.
Just defer city?
Yeah. You go to the grocery store and you flip
Just
it up.
Defer?
Nope.
Would you like some milk? No, I'm gonna defer on that.
I'm gonna defer till next time.
All right.
And then we're always out of milk.
At some point, you gotta just accept it.
All right, let's get locked and loaded.
Andre Coleman is back and ready to receive. He won't get his chance, but Colin Betty's will, the receiver for West Florida Tech, and he's going to have a big return and still on his feet. Hit from behind, but not before he takes it all the way down to the 38-yard line. Betty's with a big start for West Florida.
Boy, if he doesn't almost lose his footing a little bit right there, we may be talking about West Florida up 16-7 right now. What a great return. But you know what? When guys make returns like that, it all comes down to the blocking. And look at got a hat on a hat right there, springs him loose, and it's dangerous when he gets out in the open field.
Yes, it was. Huge start for West Florida. And let's see if we can keep the penalties to a minimum in this half. That's the most penalized first half we've had all season. 1st and 10 now for West Florida Tech. Keep it on the ground here. And
great job. Great patient running by Wyatt Casey.
Yeah, Casey, of course, who already has a long touchdown run tonight, kind of just lets the offensive line do their job and able to pick up about 5. Patient running, as you say.
And just follow your blockers. Let them go out there and do their work. And, boy, that's what they did. And
yeah, he might have picked up 7.
Sorry, not too many guys will are patient runners. A lot of guys like to just hit the hole and get upfield. What happens is you end up outrunning your own blockers.
Well, Casey was willing to wait, and it paid off nicely with the big 7-yard gain on first down, 2nd and short here. And he's going to get another chance, and he's going to pick up a couple more. I think he's going to be just short of a first down, but it'll be 3rd and about a yard.
Yeah, essentially, it was the same play right there for the Jags, but up again for Pensacola Catholic. They don't allow the first, so going to be 3rd and short.
Yes, indeed. Catholic's D has done a fine job tonight. West Florida Tech, great offense. But, you know, we can only say it so often. You know, they're got to get rolling.
Got to get it done.
Yeah.
Well, we know they're already in field goal range, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. They don't have to worry about that yet. Here is a big, well done there. That's Markelle Redding, who on the keeper, he's such a threat. You know, I mean, calling it a keeper is unfair. It's a lot more than that. You know what I mean? He's basically a running back out of the backfield, as that's going to be a 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air.
Yeah, running back out of the backfield that can also throw a football 65 yards.
Does he ever go catch his own passes?
I don't think so.
No.
You know what? We've seen some crazy things this year, though.
Yeah.
The screen pass to himself.
If he did it tonight, there'd be a penalty, I'm sure. All right, so they're inside the Synovus red zone, and it's a real good start thus far for West Florida Tech here in the 3rd quarter. There's Wyatt again, not able to get out wide there. Wyatt Casey is may be able to get a yard, might have even lost a yard. Tough to tell from this angle.
Yeah, great job for the Catholic defense right there. As obviously we saw this play a second ago where he was patient enough to wait for his blockers. Well, this time the Catholic defense fights through those blockers and tackles him for looks like no gain.
Yeah, basically just a no net there. So it's 2nd down and 10. Play action.
Wow.
Man is open. That's well done. And that, a fine tackle, but not before a big gain there. And that's number 10, Brock Zarek, on the reception as they stay in the Synovus red zone.
Yeah. You can see our heating and air conditioning.
Ooh, that's play action. Beautiful there.
Great job. And matriculating the ball down the field. That's what the Jags are doing.
Jalen Rawls on the tackle. Good job with matriculating. I have no idea if it's proper usage, but still most impressive, I'll submit.
Well, if you don't know if it's proper use, I'm going to roll with it.
We'll just take it. So that, by the way, was not quite enough for a first down. Just shy.
But it's still in the Synovus red zone.
That's true. That we know for sure. We do have some action here. 3rd down and, again, about 2 feet.
Oh, that's good math.
Yeah, well.
Hawkeye over here.
Not going to call it the yard. I don't think it's a yard. Redding's going to keep it, no surprise. And he's going to get it, then some. It's going to be 1st and goal, if not a touchdown. Did he get in?
Nope.
No, it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 1, if not the half-yard line.
So you're saying he's about 2 feet short?
I would call it more like a 1.5 feet myself.
There you go. All right.
Just couldn't give it to you. Just couldn't give it to you. Well, the replay from Peden Heating and Air here.
Well, you'd like to say, look at the blocking out front, but, you know, it's just kind of do it yourself, young man.
Well, he does that, man. He's tough to bring down.
Yes, he is. Again, he's listed at 180, but he runs and moves like he's about 220. Just it takes more than one guy to bring him down.
Here we go. This time, Catholic is
Casey's not going to get that
stop him
touchdown.
there. Close. The Catholic D is up to the challenge on that particular play.
You look at big number 78, Audric Moultrie saying, hey, run to my side. All right, trust me, run behind me. I'll get you in the end zone.
Right at the 1-yard line now. 8:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and this is the first possession of the half. West Florida Tech started this drive after an outstanding kickoff return. Trying to capitalize here and cap it with the touchdown. Redding going to keep it himself, and I think he gets in at the reach over his head. Touchdown, West Florida Tech. So sure enough, didn't quite take 4 minutes of time, but they get a touchdown on the first possession of the half. And that moves them up to 16-7. Watch the reach over his head here, Jeff.
Yep, that's the difference right here. As he knows he can't go any further, so he just kind of alligator spins right there for the touchdown. Great job.
Indeed. So current score 16-7. Number 33, of course, in for the extra point. That's Cole Willis. It's up. It's awfully good. 17-7 as West Florida Tech has opened up now a 10-point lead, scoring on the first possession of the half. When we come back, we'll see what Catholic can do with that ball.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
All right, there we go. Check that out. Loving it. The Airport Dental Smile Cam. And
boy, nachos sound good right now.
Everything sounds good right now.
By the way, real quick, thanks to Mr. Shugart sending me an update from the scores. Pine Forest is up 36-7 at half at Washington.
Wow. Pine Forest,
not a good sign for Booker T. Remember, with a win, Booker T could win that region or win the district. Not going to happen right now.
No, tough draw against Pine Forest, man. They are so good. We had them last week, and they're just a great team.
Yeah, they demolished a really good Gulf Breeze squad.
Look at that. Gets right by him. It gets into the end zone. So going to be a touchback here. The Crusaders, again, they're only down 10, but the offense hasn't done that much. You know, they've moved it, Jeff, but they just can't quite punch it in. They'll get 30-yard drives, 40-yard drives, even half-field drives, and then it's like just stalls out. You know, they've struggled with that all night.
Well, whenever you throw the football, you know, as many times as they do, and they're about 80-20 pass to run, that's the problem. If it ain't clicking, it can get bad in a hurry, and so far it's been a struggle tonight, but they're still in this ball game.
And here's Bird, who's got a great arm, and he's going to throw over the middle. And, you know, had his man there. That's number 5, Zach Dobin, the senior, the intended receiver. Probably could have pulled that in, though it was thrown pretty hard.
Yeah, and that's the passes right there on easy completions to wide open receivers. Bird's just got to take a little bit off. Just nice, easy throws. No need to try to power that football in there.
Unable to be handled, so it's an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 now. And Bird directing a little traffic, as you can see there.
So you're saying Bird is the word?
Boom. See what he's able to do. He's going to roll out here and got his man.
What patience.
Caught. That's well done. Number 6 on the reception there. Rolls, pulls that in. And don't think he quite got enough for the first, but yeah, going to be short by a good bit, actually. 3rd and about 3, it looks like.
Have a great patience right there by Aiden Bird on the throw, and I tell you what, that leaves them in a very manageable 3rd down situation.
Yeah, you know, Jeff, though, you really need to convert. The last thing you want is a 3 and out at this point, but it'd be tough to go for it on 4th this deep in your own territory.
Oh,
and a fine play there. Yes, indeed. That's
yikes.
Woo, big play. Number 8 there for West Florida Tech, Randolph, who's having just a huge night. We've said his name a lot. Makes a big stick there, and it will be 4th down now, and we'll see what Coach Adams wants to do.
Yeah, interesting call here because you're already down 10 points, but then again, you're inside the 30.
Well, that's they're gonna punt. They have to.
Yeah,
you don't convert here, it's like you're giving points away. They're almost in field goal range right now.
Ooh, boy, that hit on a cold night too.
Yeah.
Just makes it hurt even more.
I'll tell you. You know what? You want to know where you feel it on a night like this? About 5 miles to our west. You're at the fair right now. You're on the Himalaya. You're going fast. Woo, that wind is hitting hard, I can assure you.
Yep, absolutely.
And forget about it if you go backwards.
Yeah, the Himalaya. What a great ride. What a sky kick right here.
Punt is up high. Takes a great bounce for West Florida. And they're going to take over at the 43-yard line of Catholic. So real good news here for Coach Summerford and his team as they come out on their first possession to get a touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in great field position again, which was the earmark of possession 1 this half.
Well, for the Cat High defense, they're going to need a big stop here, and it's obviously tough sledding regardless. But you know what? They've been battle tested all night long, and you know what? One person that doesn't care about that's Coach Adams. You know what? Great, they've done well, but they got to finish the game. And obviously, we saw West Florida march down the field with pretty much ease running the football. They got to make an adjustment here on defense.
1st down and 10. Keep it on the ground.
There's a good start.
The Cat High defense was ready that time around. Marquez Jones got the carry, but not able to do anything with it.
See Braden Brewster right there. Big defensive lineman for him. 285 pounds. He's been making some plays tonight.
And that wasn't a loss or a gain. It's right at the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. So, got 4 wideouts, 2 on each side here for West Florida. Bring it out here to number 3, who's got some space. Oh, boy. Yes, indeed. That's number 3, Colin Betties, who's having himself a half. Gets it inside the Synovus red zone. And, Jeff, a short screenplay turns into a big gainer.
Yes, it's just something, again, we talk about how potent this offense can be, and this is what we're talking about. I mean, literally one play away. You look at a great stop for no gain, and then they turn around and throw a quick screenplay, use that athleticism. Look at the blocking right there. Number 10, that's a great job of that young man. And look, off to the races.
Yeah, once he gets out wide, it was tough to stop him.
Brock Zarek, got to give him some credit right there. Number 10, springing free, Mr. Betties.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 6:20 to go and counting here in quarter number 3. That's Florida Tech looking a little sharper here this quarter. Oh, great defensive play there. That's number 6 for Catholic, who gets his arms up. Jabril Rawls able to make that play. And they were going to go for the touchdown pass right there, Jeff.
Yes, they were. You see, Redding just rears back. Ooh, look at that. Look at the height.
But you know what? Well done by our crew. That's like the shot of the year from our crew. Great job in the truck.
Boy, Rawls right there going for the block.
Yeah, that was big. All right, so second down, 14-yard line, 6:08 to go. We're going to be real close to a water break here.
Look at this camera shot. That was a good view.
Yeah. Tripped up there. Ball's on the ground. They're going to throw a flag. I don't know that they blew it dead, though. I don't think they did. No, they didn't. That's going to be Catholic's ball pending the penalty.
Boy, I sure thought he was down.
Jeff, I agree with you. I honestly,
thought it was clear as day.
I did
was
too.
Down.
Completely agree with you. I mean, we'll see it again. And, of course, it all depends on what this penalty is. But I agree with you. It seemed like it was not even close to the naked eye on the initial play. They're going to talk about that. It's a big moment here if Catholic gets this turnover.
Oh, absolutely.
Just over a second to go here before we'll hit that time frame where they usually give us the water break. They may call it now.
Yeah, a lot to talk about right here because one way or the other, it's a big play.
We'll try and give you the replay here, but we don't want to miss that call, of course, but they're trying to figure it out.
There's a lot of clarity going
Yeah.
on.
What's the penalty? Was he down? All right, here we go. Let's see.
Everybody getting in on this conversation.
I want to be in on it. Don't you wish? I'd love to.
Just turn that mic on for
Yeah,
us.
seriously.
Let us in on it.
It's a big moment in the game, and that's why they want to get this right. I mean, of course, they always want to get it right, but this one, it's going to really matter, folks, because if Catholic gets this turnover, they're right back in it. Otherwise, they're facing an even bigger deficit and already down 10. It's like maybe we're landing on some kind of
if you want to go get a snack, now's the time to go get you a quick snack
I want
from the
some
fridge.
of those nachos I saw earlier is what I want.
I want some more Fusakis.
Ooh, yum. Me too. Yeah. I could go for about
that fourth
10
meal?
of those right now.
It's only, what, 9 o'clock, and I'm going for fourth meal already? Here we go. Let's
here's
check it
another
out.
look. Let's see if he was down.
Yeah, definitely down. Elbows down. Ball comes out.
It looked like it. I mean, again, it doesn't matter. There's no replay in high school, so if they call, here we go. If this penalty is against West Florida, this is going face mask against Catholic. So don't think it's going to matter.
Personal foul, face mask on Catholic before the fumble. West Florida will retain the ball.
There you go.
Half the distance to the goal, repeat the down.
Yeah, huge call. Instead, it's half the distance to the goal now.
Yeah, and I tell you what, though, that was a bad call. It was not a fumble. We clearly saw that.
Yeah.
And even, look, and I know it's bang, bang, everything happens, but you can see
Here's
clearly when
another
he goes down. I mean, elbow down, everything down. It's tough to tell. He may have just nicked his face mask. I don't know if he ever got his face mask.
Tough,
but
yeah. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a big help for West Florida Tech because they thought it was a fumble. So, excuse me. Second down now and 7. The clock is wound. We're under 6 to go in quarter number 3, and Redding's ready to roll. Oh, real miscommunication there. Redding turned right as running back went left, and that was not going to work out at all. So, going to be a loss there. A rare miscue from this offense as Braden Brewster was all over it. Watch this. Look at this.
The old
he turns this way,
trickeration
like,
of trickerations.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, I'm going to act like I'm going to go right. You go left.
You know,
gotcha.
Redding was like, where is he? This is not at all what's supposed to happen.
Wait a minute. There's supposed to be somebody taking this football
Exactly.
from him.
So it's third down now after the big loss. Third and about 12. A first down would come down at the 4. And West Florida Tech, remember, well within field goal range. They've kicked a 40-yarder on the night. Redding under real pressure here, going to get the screen off. And it's got nothing but green grass in front of him. Touchdown, West Florida Tech. That screen pass called to perfection, and the touchdown goes to Marquez Jones. Jeff, this is what you talked about with that screen.
Here's the thing. For Catholic, they brought the house. I'm talking about they were bringing, look at all these bodies running out here. And you know what? Great job by Markelle Redding. Just by letting the pressure come to him, letting the play develop, flips it on over the top, and easy pickings right there for the Jags.
Wow. All right, so This quarter has been all West Florida Tech. Now 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Currently leading 23-7. Although maybe not.
Looks like they called it back.
Boy, you can't look away for a second, folks.
I never saw a flag.
I didn't either.
Legal procedure on the offense.
No touchdown.
5-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
So forget everything we just said. Forget everything we just said. It's going to be 3rd down now and about 16 back at the 20-yard line. A first down would come at the 4. And look at Coach Summerford saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. So, Jeff, that's a big moment. Touchdown off the board. Catholic says the governor called. We're still in this thing. Hold up.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't think Catholic will be bringing the blitz this time.
No,
the worst time to blitz is whenever they throw a screenplay.
Yeah, that was impressive, but all for naught. 3rd and 16. Although I do think that's the first penalty of the half, I think.
They can
Maybe
still
the
get a
second.
first down, by the way.
Yep.
The Jags can.
Down at the 4-yard line. Redding going to roll out, keep it himself here. He is so hard to bring down. He's incredible.
Look at
He's
this.
incredible.
That is
And it's a touchdown.
insane.
On 3rd down and 16, Redding, he just doesn't come down. About 3 or 4 different times, and nope, touchdown. What a player he is.
It just looks effortless.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right.
He's just the coolest guy on campus right here. Watch this. Just going to roll out. You know what? Pressure in his face. Nah, I'm good. I'm just going to
Can't get him. Can't get him. Can't get him.
Squeeze through defenders.
Can't get
and
him.
then let me just reach on out
And then
right
he
here.
just
for the
reaches
touchdown.
over. Yeah, he's amazing. He is really something.
That is a special, special player.
Seriously.
Boy, what a dagger for Catholic.
Yeah,
They
they get the penalty that saves them, and it
3rd
just
and
doesn't
forever.
matter. Yep.
Man, oh man.
So 4:25 to go here.
Looks like we got a Catholic player down right there.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that's Brewster, by the way, number 10, who's had a heck of a game tonight. Sure hope the young man's all right.
No doubt. You can see the West Florida Tech players taking a moment there. Why don't you give us a World Series update, Jeff? I know that's not what you had in mind, but that's what I want.
All right, well, let me scoot on over to that score. Looks like Brewster's going to be able to get up. It's right now bottom 5 Braves, 1-0.
Okay. Woo. Let's go Bravos.
Well, we've seen how fast things can turn.
Just don't, you just can't, you know.
You just never know.
Yes, I understand how sports work, Jeff.
Oh, well, never mind then. Forget what I said.
Here's Jackson Clark now this time in for the extra point to make it 24-7. He's got a big leg. He's the one that made the 40-yarder, and boy, that was crushed as well. This kid's got a huge leg, and that's good. It makes it 24-7. We will take a break. When we come back, Catholic in a little bit of trouble here. See what they can do about that.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
It's a chilly night. There's no doubt about it, but a real good night for West Florida Tech.
Yeah, absolutely. For West Florida Tech, things are finally starting to go their way. They're starting to find their rhythm here. And for Pensacola Catholic, boy, you went into halftime feeling pretty good about yourself, being down by 3, 10-7, but boy, it seems like the wheels are starting to fall off.
Well, West Florida Tech's had 2 great field position locations to start their drives, and that's made a big difference.
Yeah, it has. And I'll tell you what, when you talked about going into halftime, Coach Summerford said, hey, look, we've only had the ball 4 times, so Catholic kind of playing keep away a little bit. Well, now, you know what? They only had 10 points on 4 drives. Now they've got 14 on their past 2, so you got to be feeling pretty good about yourself for the Jag fans. But for Pensacola Catholic, remember, they need to compete in these ball games, if not pull one of the next 2 out, because they are fighting for their playoff lives, only up 0.05 of a point over PK Young to be able to get to some postseason play.
Well, and you mentioned that it was going to be really hard to do that. They're going to go for a lot of it right here.
Uh-oh.
Throw over the middle, and there's going to be a flag. Will be a pass interference call. So it's going to be 15 yards for the Crusaders here as they try to get a whole lot right there with Jabril Rawls, the intended. Number 21 for West Florida Tech is Adrian
pass
Swanson.
interference against West Florida. 15-yard penalty. Result, first down.
Well, that's a tough call. And you know what? Look, I played quarterback in high school. I get it. And here's the thing. I think it was just a great play by the defender. You know, he can also go and he can make a play as well. But
he was.
But
he
the ball. The
never
thing
turned around.
is his head's turning around. He realized the ball's up there. He throws his hands up. I mean, personally, I think the ball's thrown inside. He throws it outside. It's a different story. But you know what? Ticky tack. It is what it is. And he called it a penalty nonetheless.
See, this is interesting. See, I really disagree with you, but because I went to Catholic, it'll sound like I'm being a homer, so I can't argue with you. Beautiful pass play there. That's well done. That's going to be a 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air, and a nice big gain of about 14 yards there for the Crusaders. Number 22 makes the catch, and that's Kobe Howard.
The thing is, on the pass interference, is at what point, I mean, he just played really good defense. He was literally on his hip the entire time, so you can't penalize a player for just being a good defender.
Well, I mean, apparently you can't. I don't know if you were watching. They
that means he's a bad
15
defender.
yards.
He got the penalty.
Big play there out to the 49-yard line. And Bird. Oh, wow. Great effort there to keep the ball. Oh, but he throws the pick. It would have been better off if he got sacked. A tremendous play there. Great catch by number 4. That's Marion Moultrie. And now Bird is wishing he just took the sack, Jeff.
Yeah, and again, just trying to do whatever he can, trying to keep his team fighting right here. You watch Bird, and look, watch the pressure. He gets away from the pressure, a little bit off balance, and just kind of sidearms it.
Great catch.
They had a man right there, and that was Showers, but an even better play.
Yeah, that's a
by
really
the
good
young man.
catch. All right, so, boy, it's all coming up big now for West Florida Tech as they have another chance to pile on here with 3:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. Remember, they've had 2 possessions this quarter. They've scored 2 touchdowns, and they'd love to go 3 for 3.
Well, you know, Coach Summerford just talking to his offense before they took the field, he said, finish the job right here. You know that he wants to go ahead and just put this game away early, but looks like we got a quarterback change, which John Nicholas will come into the game for West Florida.
I wonder what that's about. Certainly not because they put it away, because they haven't done that just yet. But Nicholas is going to come out throwing, and
hey,
it just doesn't seem to matter who they have running quarterback, as Colin Betty's, who's having a great night, is able to have a big gainer there.
It doesn't matter who you got quarterback as long as they can get it out to Mr. Betty's that quick.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with so many weapons. You're right. It's like a 5-yard gain here, 7-yard gain there. Oh, there they go for 40. Curious, are you seeing anything? I know you're looking for Redding.
Yeah, I don't see Redding under the medical tent.
I don't either. Interesting.
Could just be changing up the quarterback a little bit.
Maybe so. We got a flag here on the play. Something mercifully we haven't said that much this quarter.
There's Redding right there, stepping onto the field by Mr.
Oh,
Betty's.
yeah, okay.
So he's good.
Yeah, he looks okay.
There he is.
He's all smiles.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
All right, so that goes against Catholic. So perhaps with a lead of this size, Coach Summerford is thinking, we're going to the playoffs. I got to protect him, and just is bringing him off the field. Is that what you think it is?
I think it's just more along the lines of, hey, you got a little bit of a lead here, so go ahead and work, get some depth going, and we'll probably see him rotate some other guys in here.
Nicholas going to throw that a little bit high. Got away from him a little bit there. Andre Coleman, the intended. But it was a 1st down after the penalty. As the ball's right out of midfield there. And again, that's John Nicholas in as a quarterback. Markelle Redding, who's had a great night, as is the Huge, is out now. And all smiles last we saw on the sidelines.
Yeah, again, and this is important to get him some snaps. And it's still a ball game. It's 24-7, but this is still very much a ball game. He's facing a starting defense for Catholic. You know Coach Summerford wants to get him some good reps in here just in case he's needed later on.
Sure. Going to keep it on the ground there. That's Wyatt Casey, who's also having a great night, but a flag comes in well after the tackle. We've seen a lot of that tonight, Jeff, these post-play flags.
Yeah.
I just heard the PA now say, there's a flag on the play. I could tell he's a little tired of it. It's going to be a hold against West Florida, so back
I believe it's number 10, Brock Zarek.
Zarek, a great player for West Florida Tech.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty.
Remember,
second down.
They don't give us numbers in high school, so they never call out the specific player.
We will if we see him.
Yeah, I know. That's our job. It's okay. Back at the 45-yard line now after the loss, and it's going to be 2nd down and 20. And this time it's easy. Look, Jeff, they're at the 45. They have to get to the 35 on the other side. For the first time ever, it's easy to do the math on one of these long plays.
Derek's already working on the next play if he's here.
Yeah, 2nd and 20. And Nicholas going to throw it long.
Ooh.
Overthrows his man. That was number 15, Patrick Delcourt, the intended there. So it'll be 3rd down and 20.
Delcourt's made some big plays for the Jags down in this second half of the season. Again, it's another weapon for these guys. And well, it's interesting to see what Nicholas is going to do here. Obviously,
Right.
3rd and long. He's got a big-time arm. We've seen that, but is he going to be able to wrangle it in? Or do they go to a simple screen pass right here? We've seen him run a little screen here.
Screens have worked all night for West Florida. 3rd down and 20. Nicholas will get a chance to show us that arm again. And he had a man, too, although it was going to be well short, a good 10-yard short, but that's Andre Coleman he was trying to hit. So it'll be 4th and 20, and we're going to see that West Florida punt unit come out on the field. So Nicholas gets the reps there. Be curious to see if he comes back in.
Yeah, but it's also tough for a quarterback to, come in there, in the cold as well. And it does play a factor, folks. I understand we all have to deal with the cold, but throwing the football and, you know what, unless you've got a hand warmer in there and then, your blood flowing, a lot of things factor in. But, hey, the other side of things is the Aiden Bird interception does not hurt the Crusaders.
Right, good point. Beautiful punt from Cole Willis. I mean, really nice punt and a great bounce, too.
Wow.
And still rolling all the way back to about the 13-yard line. So it's well done. Number 33, Cole Willis. The great punter. He's had a couple of nice ones tonight. One pinned him back to the 6-yard line early in the game. And that one was really nice as well with 3:04 to go here. Coach Adams there, you can see. Still directing. Remember, I mean, again, 24/7 is most certainly not out of reach. Catholic got to get something going here for sure. But
well, it's not out of reach when you throw the football and you're not as worried about the clock either. Now, obviously, there's still plenty of time in this football game. But they are a quick strike offense. They can hurt you in a lot of ways.
There's Aiden Bird, of course, their junior quarterback, who's really good, got a great arm. Does a nice job of evading the trouble there. What a catch, too.
Wow.
The one-handed catch. Talk about being able to strike in one play. Number 4, Javion Showers with another spectacular play. That's his second spectacular play tonight. Wow, Bird to Showers, Jeff.
Showers and Gaston are two guys we talked about in the open, and that's why. When you look at Showers, boy, that's a great job evading the tackle and throws it a little high.
Jump pass there, yeah.
But the old Odell Beckham one-handed catch, not as nice as Odell's, but hey, nonetheless, for a Cat High fan, you're going to say, we'll take whatever we can get.
Dude, that was big time, yeah. 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air. Right at midfield now. Might have jumped the gun there. I think this may be that encroachment you were looking for, Jeff.
Right on time.
Haven't seen it all night. Here it is. Yep, that's going to go against West Florida Tech. So 2:40 to go here, but Catholic moving the ball just a little bit. A penalty like that will help.
And that'll be on O'Neal Daniels.
Dead ball. Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
All right, so 1st and 5. Bird wants to keep on cruising here. There he is. Put this one on the ground. A nice big hole. Yep, there is a flag in the backfield. Taekwon Stabler was the young man carrying the ball there, but we've got a flag, as you can see in the screen there. We've had a lot of those. It's going to be a hold and likely against Catholic, I think.
Yep, this one's going to come on back. Oh, boy. Well, there's a lot to learn for both coaches.
Holding. It's the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
And when I say that, a lot to learn, not for the coaches themselves, but for their players. You're getting this late. You can't allow this to happen in a playoff game.
Yeah.
And this is how you have to treat it, especially for West Florida. You got to go ahead and get things clicking. And, boy, both teams have been heavily penalized.
1st down and 15 now. And we've got another one. And I think this will once again go against the Crusaders. It's going to be a false start. And they're already welcome back.
Quarter snap. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
So just keep going in the wrong direction after Catholic had a little momentum building there.
It was 1st and 5 a second ago.
At the 50. Now it's 1st and about 25, all the way back at the 38-yard line. So If you're thinking that math didn't quite add up. Yeah, I know it didn't. I'm doing the best I can.
Doing the best I can.
Bird in some trouble there. A fine defensive play. That's number 25 for West Florida Tech all over it. O'Neal Daniels.
That's the young man that had the encroachment penalty a moment ago, and he gets to Aiden Bird.
Well, if you're going to encroach like that, sure. Just kidding.
Oh, that's something for the books. If you're going to encroach like that, absolutely.
No, it's a great play. Big time pursuit. Watch him coming around the edge here. Oh,
boom. We've
well
seen
done.
Bird get away from that a couple times, but not this time.
Not
Bird
that time,
is not the word.
Nope. All right, second down and forever and ever and ever. Catholic going to complete the pass in the backfield. Some moves there out to the 42-yard line. And number 6, Jabral Rawls, who's had a great night, gets some of it back, but still a long way to go.
Yep, long way, and it's tough sledding because, again, this defensive line can just pin their ears back knowing that Catholic is going to have to throw this football. They're not going to honor the run. So, you know what? It's feasting time for that Jag secondary.
Third down and 18. First down at the 40-yard line on the other side of the field, sitting at their own 42 right now. Catholic 4 receivers, as is the norm. Bird going to step up into the pocket. Oh, he drops the ball.
It's a fumble.
Yes, that's not an incomplete pass, and that's picked up and taken to the house. Touchdown, West Florida. Wow, what a turn. Number 30, Duke McClinton with the touchdown. And
Boy,
that
Duke
may be
in the
all
house.
she wrote.
Aiden Bird wants an incomplete pass, but I don't know because he goes and he tries to stop his throw.
Right.
And watch his wrist. If I believe his wrist comes and tucks underneath, which the ball comes backwards, right? Oh, that is an incomplete pass.
It sure
okay.
is. It sure is an incomplete pass, and they're not going to be able to review it.
Wow. They're going to say incomplete.
They're calling it. So and it's not a review situation, but one of the officials had a good enough look that they're just saying this was never a fumble. That's a good
Incomplete
job.
forward pass, fourth down.
Great job by that team.
I am interested, though, why didn't that official blow the whistle?
Great point.
If you see it, then because you get a situation where guys could get hurt.
Yeah. This is a great point. If you knew it was incomplete, just blow that whistle. All that said, though, that still means it's fourth and very long here. We'll see if, Catholic's obviously in some trouble here, down 24-7. It's conceivable they'll go for this with 50 seconds to go here in quarter 3. Yeah, looks like they're going to go for it, Jeff.
I think at this point you kind of have to.
So 4th and 18. And if they don't convert, boy, West Florida is going to have great field position again. Bird going to go for all of it. He's got a man, too. Just out through him by a couple of yards. And that was Jabril Rawls not able to catch up to that one. So they go for all of it on 4th down, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
It almost worked. It was a good throw. I mean, it just not able to catch up to it.
Yep.
And here's the thing: Catholic goes for it on 4th down inside, in their own territory right there. You look at it, you go, well, there's still a whole nother quarter. Yes, but the way that West Florida has been mowing down on offense, you don't know how. If you're going to be down another score, you just got to go with your gut. And when you have a quarterback that make throws like that, you just got to take a risk sometimes.
Yeah, like you said, it almost worked, didn't work. So the most impressive West Florida team back on the field, and it looks like they're ready to get going here.
You see the West Florida Tech band doing a great job tonight.
And also take note that Markelle Redding is back out on the field, so he sat out the last possession, but he's back and ready to roll here, and then he's throwing another screen pass. We've had success with that all night. Once again, number 24, Marquez Jones.
Yeah, Jones is a catalyst for this offense, and again, they have some backs that they like to rotate in there, but Jones is a guy who is lightning quick. I'm telling you, he's the last guy that you want to see in the 4th quarter of a game, and you got to try to go tackle that young man.
Picks up about 6 there, 2nd down and 4. So Jeff Redding sat out that one series of downs, but he's back out there now. Nice little sweeper here. All kinds of speed from number 5, who doesn't want to go down, Andre Coleman. It's going to be a first down from Family Heating and Air. Fine play there.
Just how he split the defenders, that still blows my mind. Goodness gracious, that young man. They got so much speed all over this field here. This is where you start to wear that cat high defense down. You're running left to right, left to right. They got to run sideline to sideline as well. And look, Catholic doesn't have the depth that West Florida does. And when you're getting close to the fourth quarter, that's when they can strike.
And down 17.
that's another issue.
Gonna have a timeout, perhaps?
Yep.
Yeah, looks like a
Catholic.
timeout with 16 seconds to go. So, Jeff, let me give a reminder while you call some scores. We've got prep football final, a little different tonight, just like last week. You know, instead of the 11 p.m. show with Dan Shugart and all the highlights, well, the good news is you're still going to get all the highlights, but instead of that 11, you'll get those during Channel 3 News at 10 with Bob Solarski. When Dan has his usual sports segment, which usually hits at about 10:20, he'll do an extended version of that, which may go up to 15 minutes, and he's going to have highlights from so many games up and down the coast. So you'll want to catch that tonight again, not at 11 o'clock, not prep football final in its usual form, but instead the extended sportscast during Channel 3 News at 10. Folks are bundled up tonight. It's a chilly night. Jeff, you got some scores?
Yeah, Pine Forest up 36-7 over Booker T. Milton up 28-21 over Pace. Wakulla up 30-7 over PHS. Crestview just takes the lead 16-15 over the Raiders on the road.
Great game.
And Rickards and Choctaw tied at 28 in the fourth quarter.
That's also a great game. And we're ready to roll here as it's a 1st and 10. Gonna punch this right up the middle and a huge gain. Wow, impressive. Might have been enough for the first down, and it might be the last play of the quarter as well, as West Florida is walking over the sidelines here.
Yep, that'll be it.
That's how the quarter is going to end, right there. So we will step away, and when we come back, it's a big lead for West Florida. We'll see what happens in quarter number 4. About 2 minutes right now.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We're back. It's Friday Night Rivals, and West Florida having a big night, as they so frequently do, up 24-7 on a chilly night here. Gosh, 2 nights away from Halloween. Great news. Halloween weather looks awesome.
Yeah,
clear and cool. That'll be awfully nice. But for now, West Florida's on the move. 2nd down and short, as we have changed ends here, of course. And Redding going to throw to the end zone right now. He's got his man, too. Oh, but a fine defensive play there. Broken up at the last minute by Catholic High School's number 8. That's Nigel Graham, who was able to stop him there.
And Nigel Graham's played a good game tonight as well. This is a tough young man, a great-looking kid, by the way. You always love when your secondary players are 6 foot tall, because too often they're below 6 foot. I tell you what, when you reach that threshold, it just makes you that much more, recruitable in a way. When you make plays like that, it's going to look good on the highlight film as well.
J.T. Winton nearly able to pull that in. Would have been a great catch. 3rd down and 1. Keep it on the ground this time. And that's more that patient running that you talked about earlier, Jeff. That was number 24, Marquez Jones, having a great night. That was awesome.
Boy, Jones isn't the biggest young man. I tell you what, he uses that to his advantage, just following. You saw him want to take off, and then he took it back to 2nd gear a little bit, found his blocker, and rode him down.
So inside the Synovus red zone now for West Florida Tech. It's 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. And this offense proving tough to stop this half. Remember, it was 10-7 at the half there. Chance to outscore 21-0 here in this half. Going to keep it on the ground. Coming the other way is Jones trying to get out wide. And a good tackle, but a flag is laid. Jones gets to about the 3-yard line. We'll see what this flag is.
Interesting if it's a hold or a face mask. Could not tell.
Not sure. These two guys have become great friends tonight.
Looks like it was in the area of holding.
10 from there. Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
All right, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 19-yard line now for West Florida. And Jeff, this just spreads it open for him.
Yeah, let's check it out. And it'll be on the receiver right there, number 1, J.T. Winton. Yep, that'll do. Well,
all right, so
this hasn't been a problem for West Florida yet in the 2nd half. They've been backed up plenty of times.
1st down. There's Jones, who will go up the middle, and he does a fine job of getting it back to about the 9-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and goal for a much more manageable situation.
Couple scores I want to update. Thanks to Mr. Shugart right here. Pine Forest, they beat Booker T. Washington 49-15.
Wow.
Rocky Bayou over Osceola Christian 42-20. Well, why is that big? Well, it's big for the playoff hopes for Rocky Bayou. They're having a great season, by the way. Lighthouse 33 against YKM 6 right there. That's big for Lighthouse. That's 2 programs, by the way, that are on the rise. They have some playmakers.
Meanwhile, a program who doesn't have much rise in their due, Pine Forest, they are so good.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Talk about a team you don't want to see in the playoffs.
Second down here is, nearly picked off there. Wow, that again, number 8 for Catholic. Nigel Graham just said his name moments ago. Had another shot at a big play right there. It's going to be third down.
Yeah, him and JT Winton, that's a battle right here in the second half.
Oh, you see that? He said no, incomplete. 30 seconds after the play. That was funny. Third down and goal from right at the 10, or maybe just inside the 10. Yeah, about a yard inside.
Didn't they make that call early? Incomplete 30 seconds later?
Yes.
After the return. All in good fun, I guess.
All right. Here comes this offense.
It's been a good night.
It's been a lot of fun. It's the first time this season it's felt cool out here. It's amazing. And a little confusion. Gonna have to talk about it looks like, as Coach Summerford will head out because West Florida Tech has called a timeout. So why don't we do a quick step away here, take our own quick timeout. When we come back, it's third and goal for West Florida Tech.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
It's Friday Night Rivals, and we're glad you are with us here on a nice, cool night there. You can see the students having some fun.
All right.
The Airport Dental Smile Cam. It is now third down. West Florida Tech would love to punch this in one more time. And Redding going to roll out, buy himself some time. He had his man, but underthrew him. Fourth down.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was great defense as well, forcing Redding to throw the ball low because there's a defender over the top of him. So again, that's Redding just taking care of the football. And here we go, third and about 10 yards. So
a 27-yard field goal attempt, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah.
We know he's got the leg for it.
Yeah, they've got a great field goal unit here. It's number 37, Jackson Clark, made a 40-yarder earlier. This is more like 27 yards. And again, it'd be good from 50. Golly, he's got a great leg. And that's going to make it 27-7. And remember, at one time, this game was 7 apiece. So 20 unanswered now for West Florida Tech. And they're going to be kicking off here in just a moment. Jeff, you know, you get late in the season, you play a team that's won 4 in a row, and looks like you're going to beat them pretty handily. These are the kind of wins that make you feel real good about the postseason.
Yeah, you want to be, hitting or clicking on all cylinders whenever you get to the playoff time, obviously, for West Florida. This is basically their next 2 weeks, including this week, is tune-ups. You don't, no disrespect to Pensacola Catholic, but we know West Florida is in. So what do you do here? Well, you want to go ahead and kind of hit on all strides. You want to make sure you can get some guys into the game, which check for them. And you want to stay healthy, okay? That's another big check. So right now, they got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. But one thing with Coach Summerford, he always expects perfection no matter who they're playing. And we talked to the principal, Miss Principal Shannon.
Yes.
She wants them to go to the state title game.
That's
and I
right.
don't blame her. By the way, she was sporting that weightlifting jacket right there for West Florida Tech. So
looking sharp.
Everybody's buying into the program.
An easy sell these days.
No kidding.
All right, so the Crusaders. Let's see what they can do here.
Oh, boy. No, sir.
Real trouble. Not going anywhere. That's number 25, C.J. Nattles, who backed himself into a little bit of a corner there. Great coverage from West Florida Tech.
Literally backed himself up. Kids at home, here's something. All right, you're the return man. Don't stop and backpedal.
Okay.
That's never going to be good because here's the thing, the other team, they're running full speed down the field. So unless you know something we don't, and which typically does not happen, I'm just kidding.
I don't know about that.
Well, for you.
You're right.
You're always a step ahead of everybody, right?
Exactly.
Crusader grad.
Love it.
Comes with the territory.
Yeah, that's just Catholic High 101, baby.
Oh, goodness.
1st and 10 here. Speaking of Cat High, Bird going to throw out wide here. Nice little screen, and it's going to be a nice play for Javion Showers, who's made a few good ones tonight.
And Javion's a good-looking player. Remember, this is a Catholic team that is very young. They've got a lot of freshmen and sophomores that are contributing at a very high level. So, again, Coach Adams, you know what? I know we don't want to talk about it or he don't want to talk about it a whole lot, but the future is very bright. Remember, Aiden Bird comes back next year as well. That's
right. He's a junior, and like you said, Showers there, who has had some great plays tonight as a sophomore. So that's true. And Catholics learned something about themselves this year, too. Remember, they were 1-3, and now they've rattled off 4 wins in a row here. It's a good play from Bird there, but some fine coverage from West Florida, number 22 for Catholic. Kobe Howard on the reception. It'll be 3rd down. It looks like we've got an injury there. Hate to see this. That's Javion Showers, who we're just talking about.
Grabbing that ankle area.
A great player he is.
Hope he's all right.
Yep, here comes the athletic trainer from Cat High, and he's getting up.
There you go. Good to see him walk on his own power.
Heck yeah.
That's a phenomenal player. He's going to be one to look out for in our area over the coming years.
Man, that's great to see him walking like that. Still just a little bit of a hitch there, but obviously he got up quick. So let's hope he'll be just fine. 3rd down and 5 as we get back to the action on the field. Here you can see the time. And it is very clear that West Florida Tech is going to get themselves a win tonight. But Catholic, remember, not eliminated from the playoffs, so they're going to play for everything they get. Jeff, with regard to that, the playoff system and the way they do the rankings, it matters by how much you win or lose, too, right?
It definitely helps, yes.
Yeah, so if Catholic scores a touchdown or two here and makes this a 6-point loss instead of a 20-point loss, that matters.
Absolutely, and here's the thing. If PK Young loses as well, then they can still stay right there in the thick of things.
Ooh, great coverage there. Man, that defense from West Florida Tech all over it as Devin Knight makes the final hit there. So it'll be 4th down now. As that comes up just short. 4th and about, let's see, a couple it looks like. Catholic, of course, going to go for this. Maybe just a yard. 4th and relatively short, right at 1 or 2 here. Run it up the middle, and they'll have it this time around. Yes, Pensacola State College brings us that 1st and 10. So 1st down for Catholic there, and number 25 gets the carry. Of course, that's C.J. Nettles, who's had a few good plays tonight. He started the game with a great kickoff return, made a couple other plays since, too.
Well, here's the thing. We talk about playoffs for Pensacola Catholic, and it comes down to what PK Young does as well. Well, PK Young beat Providence 42-20 last night. So
that was big.
Catholic's going to need a loss by them.
And a great defensive play there. This West Florida Tech D is not letting up. So that's going to be a loss of about 3, it looks like. 2nd down and 13 with 8:30 to go here in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, though, and again, the opponent for PK Young next week is 9-0.
Wow.
So this is big for Catholic. They need to battle back in this game and get a big win next week.
Bird going to complete the pass there, and an effort gets about a 6 or 7 yard gain, but remember it was 2nd down and 13. And of course, that's Jabril Rawls, who's had a big night. It's going to make it 3rd down and 7 with 8 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. A cool night for sure. Here, a beautiful
winter
score
here in the South. Anything gets
for
below
us
65. All the hoodies and sweatpants come on up.
Winter doesn't last more than 3 days, but it's brutal.
So you're saying it'll be 85 by Sunday?
Probably so. 3rd down and 7 here.
Uh-oh.
Bird under pressure all night. Big play there. That's number 97. Is that what that says, or is that 37? I don't want to get that wrong. That's Randall Berna, who's able to make a huge play there. Well done by him. And that'll make it 4th and a very long way to go.
Look at the swim move right there by the young man.
Boom.
Great job.
All right, 4th down and 16 now. And again, Catholic just doesn't have a whole lot of choice in the matter. Probably going to go for it. The ugly downside is, Jeff, when you're talking about the fact that points matter and deficit scores matter, if you don't convert here, you're putting West Florida Tech in a position to score again, easily.
Yeah, good luck making that call. I'm glad I'm not that man right there having to make that decision. Buying some time.
Yeah, Bird.
Oh, he's got to throw it.
West Florida
But
Tech
hold on.
Pursuit. Is there a flag?
There's a flag
right.
back here in the secondary. This could be huge.
It's Q Smith who made the tackle in the backfield. It would be a turnover on downs pending this penalty.
Looks like it's going to be holding in the secondary. Boy, talk about shooting yourself in the foot if you're a Jag player.
Yeah, no doubt, because that was 4th and forever, and it was a loss.
Boy, Coach Summerford is not happy.
Holding on the defense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
So it is not an automatic first, but it is a very manageable 4th down. It's 4th down and about 7. Would come out at the 41-yard line. Sitting back at the 34 here.
Well, the offensive line needs to buy Mr. Bird just a few seconds right here. You know West Florida's going to bring a blitz.
And they've been all over now. More flags, more whistles, more flags. Man.
This is probably going to be a false start.
We just can't get.
Maybe not. The encroachment.
Dead ball. Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
So now it's 4th down and about 2. Maybe 1.
All right, one more penalty and they got first down. Goodness gracious. Well, this is where we need Derek because, I think the most we had in the game was like 31 penalties.
This is more.
We have
whatever the most is, this is more. 1st and 10, going to be a head off. But I'll tell you, the West Florida Tech defense is doing a great job. The penalties are killing them here on this drive, but they've been impressive.
I mean, I think they were just happy to finally get a play where they can just run.
Make a play, and they make the play. So it was all the way down to 4th and 1.
And a linebacker blitz right there from Elijah Larkins coming up big. Right there in A-gap. Oh, my goodness. That's got to be tough for Pensacola Catholic. They got so close yet so far.
Yeah, seriously. To get all that back on the penalties and still come up just short. Looks like we may be getting real close to this water break here at 6:25 to go. And not sure if that's the case, although it looks like it. I hate to pitch to break if we're not in the water break, but it looks like maybe we are. Let's give it a second. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. I think they are in the water break. We'll come back with West Florida's ball.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We're back. Glad you are still with us. We appreciate that very much. Our second to last game here at the Airport Dental Smile Cam. Next week, our final game. It's at Navarre, where we started the season, of course, about 10 weeks ago. It's Gulf Breeze at Navarre, too, so that's great. Going to be a rivalry game to close things out. But first, we got to close things out here. And you can see it's a big night for West Florida, which isn't surprising. They are great. They've only lost once. It was in double overtime. They're going to win tonight and keep things cruising as they're already up 20 right now. And looks like, excuse me, number 9,
John Nicholas,
is back in the game, quarterback for West Florida Tech. And what do you know?
Goodness gracious.
Another flag well after the play. So much of that tonight.
Any guesses on what it could be?
I mean, some sort of an unsportsmanlike situation just because it was so long after. I don't know.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. 15-yard penalty. Result of the penalty is first down.
So Catholic doesn't need to be giving away extra yards. Again, normally you'd think, well, they're going to lose anyway. But as we're talking about with this playoff system, it matters by how much you lose. And you don't want to put the team you're playing maybe closer to the goal line. But that's the sitch.
The sitch, okay.
Yeah, I'll say it.
I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say it.
No, I'm not. I think I just proved that, if nothing else.
Fair enough. Oh.
So sitting at the Synovus red zone line here right at the 20 and gonna beautiful run there. That's number 26 for West Florida Tech. Q Smith, who made a fine defensive play a few minutes ago and a big play there. Well done, but now Catholic's got another injured player. Ooh, I hate to see that.
Looks like that's Zach DeJesus right there on the ground.
He's a good-looking runner.
Q right here.
Yeah.
Great job following his blockers.
Yep. DeJesus is still on the ground. Crusaders back out there. He's in some pain, too.
Yeah, he is. And it looks like he's kind of grabbing his head.
Yeah.
Boy, you do not want to see that. By the way, how about this? We talk about, some local teams. Well, up in the north end, Santa Rosa right there. Jay, I believe they got I believe this is their first win of the year today against JU Blackshear. 24-0.
Wow, a big win. 24-0.
It's a rival team right there. TR Miller over WS Neal, 40-16. Right there, Rickards. Well, they get the win on the road, 34-28 over Choctaw. And you talk about a team nobody talks about around here, but South Walton, the Seahawks. This is a team they beat Vernon 51-0, but I'm pretty sure South Walton averages 51 points a game. That's an offense that's just absolutely unbelievable. Big Seahawk fan?
No. Second down, 5 here. And Catholic's defense is prepped and ready for that one. And that's, again, number 26, Q Smith. He wasn't going anywhere that time. It'll be third down here after the loss. Third and about, looks like maybe 7. Jeff, big question. Have you figured out yet what your Halloween costume will be?
I was going to go with Christian Garner.
Again?
Yeah, every year.
Yeah.
Past 4 years now, 3 years.
I would imagine that you get plenty of candy in that situation.
That's why I do it. Everybody likes me.
Hooked up. Exactly.
Speaking of decisions, we need to talk about the play of the game by Closets by Design and the player of the game by Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. I believe we have agreed on both of those.
Yeah, there have been some good plays tonight. That West Florida Tech offense is impressive. They make some highlights for sure. Nicholas here going to throw over. No harm, no foul there. That's John Nicholas, the backup quarterback, going to be fourth down.
And number 19, Jacoby Wright, is over there in the back of the end zone waving his arms up and down just like, hello. He's still waving his arms.
That's funny.
Look at him right there. There he is. He's like, come on. Are you kidding me? How much more?
She's like, all right, look, we didn't see you.
He must have been really
sorry.
open.
Seriously. Jeez, I'm sorry. Didn't see you.
As a quarterback, that's when I just turn the other way and walk off.
Yeah, he's like, I get it.
Oh, goodness.
So it'll be fourth down here. 4:55 to go. We know that West Florida Tech could kick a field goal. They've got a great field goal kicker. Be about a 33-yarder from there. See what they want to do. Another penalty call here? Yeah.
Delay a game?
Delay a game. Boy. The last thing this game needs is a delay.
Come on, you don't like hanging out here till midnight? Like I love.
I was looking forward to seeing
Tech,
Michigan State, but
they're about to kick off.
It's halftime.
I believe they took that delay of game just to open up and not make it a sharp kick for the young man with the angle right there. So.
Well, it's about a 39-yarder here.
Oh, he's got this.
Oh yeah, he made a 40-yarder earlier, and again, this is Jackson Clark, who's had a big night.
It's a tough angle though.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, all right.
This guy doesn't miss.
It's money. That's
old golden toe.
Take it to Biloxi.
Oh well, the Catholic.
And it would have been too.
What if it had been short?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell. Doesn't matter. I think the Catholic
they're going to take the 5.
They have jumped.
Well, they took the delay of game penalty, and Catholic says, "Oh yeah, well here's you
Dead ball.
offsides."
Offsides defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat fourth down.
So what do you do if you're West Florida? Do you take another delay of game
Yes and
penalty?
no. We're making this kick from 39. Deal with it.
That's not what we wanted.
Maybe the two coaches can just agree. Let's pick this yard line and try from here.
Oh goodness.
All right. So
nothing would surprise me anymore.
It's a 35-yarder now.
I believe he's got it.
Plenty of leg behind it, that's for sure. It's good. And that's going to make it 30-7 and now a 23-point lead. And remember, this game at the half was 10-7, so it's been all West Florida Tech here as they just continue to pile it on with under 5 to go. But they're looking real good. And Jeff, you said you think this is a team that has a shot to go deep into the playoffs.
I really do. And again, no disrespect to West Florida Tech by any means when I say this. This is a tremendous compliment. But they don't do anything that really just blows you away. But next thing you know, like in this game, well, you won 30-7. Like you're up big, you know, and they've done such a good job. They control the ball, they don't turn the football over, and that's a credit to Markelle Redding. Their offensive line is very good. They can run block, they can pass block. They have weapons in the backfield. They have great wide receivers. The defensive line is tremendous for them. They're just well coached. You look at the secondary can go out and make plays as well. It's just a well-coached football team. Now, there is things to work on going into the playoffs and next week as well for them. But, again, it's tough to beat teams that do everything well. Like, they really don't have a weakness. Like, for Catholic, they love to throw the football. They don't run the football very well. So you can kind of game plan for throwing the football. Where do you begin when you start with this Jags team? And that's something that Coach Summerford's got to be happy with.
Yep. Well, and, you know, so much of it starts with Coach Summerford in terms of doing so many different things well. And a fair caught at the 30 by number 42 for CHS, and that is Jacob Wilkinson, Jr. So.
Kicker/punter right there, getting the catch.
Kicker/punter/catcher, I would submit.
Kick returner?
Well, no, catcher. He didn't return anything. I don't know if you were paying attention.
Just calling him out. You see Coach Adams right there.
Yeah. It's been a long second half, and I think Catholic was feeling real good at halftime. You know, you kept saying in the first half, if you had told Coach Adams this would be the situation, he'd have taken it every day of the week. But it's opened up in the second half here. They're going to try and run that up the middle. But
yeah, now not so much.
Pick up
he would take this
yard or two. No, it's been a rough second half. That was Taekwon Stabler, sophomore running back for Catholic.
And the tackle right there, number 27, Elijah Larkins. Again, he was the one that had the big play a second ago, the sack up the middle.
Second down and 8 now. Bird going to roll out this way. He's got a huge arm. He's a good-looking quarterback, still finding his way here.
Just rolls all over the field.
Yeah, really got a lot of move back there, but not able to complete it with the pass there. I think he was looking for Jabril Rawls.
I would say this, a pretty successful senior night for the Jags, as well as military appreciation night here.
Yeah, they had an alumni of this school.
Alumni veteran.
Yeah, a retired military member actually did the coin toss, which was great before the game. We got a chance to see that. And West Florida Tech won the coin toss, so that worked out for them. Everything has worked out for them tonight, despite the penalties. That's been a problem.
It's been all Jags tonight. It wasn't that way necessarily the first half. We were wondering, and then obviously that big field goal that put them up 10-7, and the Jags haven't looked back.
No, not since then. Third down and 8. Bird again doing a fine job of buying himself some time, but not able to complete any pass. It'll be fourth down. That West Florida Tech D, Jeff, they're just no opportunities for Catholic.
Well, again, you know what? Whenever you throw the football the way Catholic is, and you know in this situation, being down 23 the way they are, they're going to have to throw the football. The defensive line just pins their ears back. And what does that mean for Aiden Bird? He knows that he's going to have some happy feet. What I mean by that is maybe run before he wants to, trying to evade the pressure. And whenever you do that, throwing off that back foot like that, he just doesn't have enough arm to get it there.
So fourth down now. And 8. Of course, Catholic will go for it. No, check that. They're punting. Sorry. Didn't even see him back there. Wow. Took a long time to get rid of it there. Good punt, though, and a great roll down to the 24-yard line. So with 3:53 to go, I am positive that the West Florida strategy here is going to be run out this clock.
You wizard, you.
I think Coach Summerford would love to keep it on the ground as much as possible and just get the clock to tick down. It's been easier said than done, though, Jeff. I mean, we haven't seen that clock rule more than a minute without, penalties or incomplete passes or something.
Don't you say that word.
I don't have to. They're saying it enough for everyone.
It just happens, yeah. No, I think here's the thing for Coach Summerford, too, is, you know what, you come out of this game now, barring something unforeseen, with no injuries. That's tremendous this time of year.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
you know what, all things Jags tonight, but not only that, No injuries tonight, so that'd be a bigger win for him.
He's going to keep it on the ground there, although he's refusing to go down, and it's going to be a gainer of a few. Remember that John Nicholas is in now for quarterback. He has been for the last couple of possessions for West Florida. Marquez Jones there on the carry. Picks up not much, but he did get a couple there. Going to be second down and about 8. Sitting now at the 26-yard line. It is a chilly night. There's no doubt about that. Going to be a nice little sweep here and a whole lot of room there. Yeah, big play. And it's a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College. Andre Coleman on the carry. Well done there. Big gainer.
Just stay in bounds, young man.
Well, you know, I'm not sure that he did, but it is true that he's going to, as long as they keep the ball, they're going to be able to do just what they want. That's just run out this clock. But, yeah, staying in bounds is big. Great timing play there, though. Good-looking play.
And the clock will roll. That's good.
Yeah. Under 3 to go now. 1st and 10.
I'm going to ask you a question here in a moment.
Okay.
What's your take on it?
All right, there could be another run right up the middle and successful play, gain of about 5 with 2:40 to go. What's up?
All right, best team you've seen all year. We've had here on Friday Night Rivals. What do you think?
I don't know what I would have said before last week, but I can say after last week, Pine Forest. They just felt different. They were great, you know, and then they go out and crush Washington tonight. What about you?
I would say the same. I would say this West Florida team until last week with Pine Forest, just having them from the first time we had them to the second time, it was a different football team. It was a focused football team, and again, offensively, defensively, special teams, they do everything so well. I think Pine Forest won. I think this West Florida team would be too.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I would agree with that. You know, remember the first time we had Pine Forest, I was not there. That's the one game I wasn't able to do this year, so I didn't see them. But you're saying that from that game to when we had them last week, they just looked very different?
Just a completely different football
Interesting.
team.
Interesting. Well,
I mean, they're still a good football team before. But
Sure, yeah. They looked great last week, and they win big tonight against Washington, who, you know, Washington, like you said, such an interesting team with an incredibly high-powered offense. But go down big tonight to Pine Forest, which is nothing to be ashamed of.
I will say this, though, a team that I think we forgot about, too. No, they're not necessarily – they're in our area, but they're not. They're over in Okaloosa is Niceville. That's a good football team
great.
as well.
Yeah, they're great.
But so it's close. That's my top 3 for sure, but I would still put Pine Forest at the top of that list.
I would, too. I mean, heck, I didn't even hesitate. You know.
15 that way. You got dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on West Florida. That player has been disqualified.
Wow. Well, don't know exactly what happened. I know this. With a lead like this, up 23 and under 2 minutes to go, Coach Summerford's not going to be happy with the fact that he wants an explanation. That he's got a player getting kicked out of a game for unsportsmanlike conduct. He's saying, what happened?
Interesting if it's –
oh, man, he looks frustrated.
If it's Brock Zarek, because they pulled Zarek off the field, but I don't know.
I wish we could know. Although you get the feeling Summerford does not agree. I thought he might be frustrated that his player did whatever he did, but that's not what it feels like.
It's number 75 coming off the field right now, and that's Jazaniah Worley.
That is correct. That is correct.
So he agrees with you.
Yeah, he knows it's Worley.
I hate that we don't know exactly what happened, and that's frustrating. 1:53 to go now. 10:06.
Tell you what, we've seen some tempers flare on both sides.
Yeah, we have. I mean, we've had like 5 unsportsmanlike conducts. I don't know if we had more than 1 a game any other week. By the way, it is 10:06. This game is more than 3 hours long. That's.
Isn't that? I told you, it always happens.
Yeah,
always happens.
Just gonna go into the victory formation here and see if Coach Adams will agree and just let this thing go down. Pretty shocking for a game of a high school game to last that long, especially a game that's a 23-point lead. It's the penalties, though. There's just been so many penalties. The third quarter, the one quarter where it kind of rolled a little bit, but man, every other one.
Well, the first quarter went by fairly quick.
Did it?
Yeah.
I can't remember that long ago.
I know it was 45 penalties ago. You could easily forget that.
I know I had just gotten married. I can't remember.
Tom Brady's first championship.
He had taken the world by storm after an injured Drew Bledsoe.
He just got drafted out of Michigan. All these guys on the field are actually 35 years old now. Oh, it's been one of those nights.
Well, it's about over here as the game clock's under 38 now, and it's third down and forever. But again, that doesn't matter. Obviously, West Florida Tech is just downing the ball here, and
they will need one more.
They're going to do one more play here, and then that'll be all she wrote.
That'll be an interesting conversation with Coach Summerford for you.
Yeah. Looking forward to chat with him. I know.
He's a very he's a smart fella right there. He's one of the best around, that's for sure. Always does a great job. But boy, when he gets hot like that, there is definitely something to it. He was not happy with the official.
No, I know. So the final score is going to be 30-7. It was a 20-0 deal in the second half. Remember, this was 10-7 at halftime, and Catholic felt very much in the game. But it didn't take long in the third quarter to get a feeling that things were going to change quickly, and they did. West Florida Tech came out and scored 2 touchdowns in 2 possessions, and from then on, it was all she wrote. As you can see, the hand shaking going on there. So it's a good win for West Florida Tech, no doubt about it. They're going to move to 8-1. Catholic will fall to 5-4, and their 4-game win streak comes to a close. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Coach Summerford. We're going to give you a play of the game and, of course, a player of the game as well.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We are back, and there you can see the West Florida Tech team, and Markelle Redding, of course, right there, quarterback who's so good. We're going to have an interview here with Coach Rhett Summerford, who has jumped on the headsets for us. Coach Summerford, congratulations. I know that's a big win against a good team from Catholic High School.
Yeah, no, we're really excited about it. I thought we played really well. We got to clean up penalties. I think that was evident. But, other than that, I thought we did what we needed to do.
Well, Coach, at the half, this thing was 10-7, and that was only because of a 40-yard field goal just before the half. But in the second half, you guys come out strong and outscore Catholic 20-0. What'd you talk about at halftime that made such a big difference?
Well, I kind of told you guys I thought we needed to play better on third down. We get them off the field. Huge special teams play. Right there, kind of get us short field position, and then we kind of took over the game. I thought we were able to run the football, so hats off to the up front guys. And of course, defense played really well second half.
Gotcha, Coach. Listen, you touched on the penalties, and it was a big deal, man. Both of you teams were penalized heavily. You guys have a chance to make a deep run in the playoffs here, and obviously you're sitting at 8-1. You're really, really good. How do you clean that up this late in the season? What do you need to work on there?
Just keep working. It's just a good week of practice. That's what you do, is keep working on those little things. Sometimes those penalties will come because you're playing hard, and it's on both sides. They're playing, they may play a little bit by the whistle or whatever. Those are little things. We'll clean it up.
Coach, if you'll indulge me, one more question or one more comment anyway.
Yeah.
Markelle Redding is such a fantastic quarterback, and something we talked about a lot tonight, and I think can serve you guys real well. Aside from his amazing talent, he makes so many good decisions, and he continues to find ways for you guys to live to fight another day when it's not going to work out. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. No, we've had to make. We've had to change our offense for him because he's very athletic, and like I said, we get him out of the pocket, and he makes really big runs for us. I think you saw that tonight. So if it's not open, he's able to scramble and make big first downs. He did that maybe 3 or 4 times a night, and then he's got a good arm. So he's an athlete, and he can run and throw.
Well, Coach, you guys are just having a great year, and you're now 8-1. Congratulations. I think we have some hardware for you. Let's go ahead and hand over that trophy. And they've done it once again. West Florida Tech just continues to look really, really good. And congratulations to Coach Rhett Summerford and Markelle Redding and all of the West Florida Tech Jaguars. So, Jeff, before we hang them up for the night, we've got a couple of things to take care of, and we're going to start with the play of the game from Closets by Design. Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, it's going to be familiar for that young man right there. Remember, look, just rolling out RPO, run-pass option. Remember something I said here, the coolest guy on campus?
Yeah.
Look how cool that was, just nice and calm. Oh, everybody's trying to come after and tackle me. No big deal. Watch this. Watch the little, oh, thank you. I'll take that right there.
Holds the ball over the end zone.
And boy, that kind of told the night for,
well, and
for
this
West Florida.
Listen, this was early in the third quarter. It was still a game at this point, but that was sort of the difference maker. And that's, of course, Markelle Redding, the quarterback for West Florida Tech. You just heard Coach Summerford talking about him. So that was our play of the game. So why don't we get to our Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram player of the game, and Jeff?
Well, no surprise. It's, again, that young man right there, Markelle Redding. What didn't he do tonight, from making good decisions, throwing the football away when they needed to,
look at that,
just staying on his feet in instances like that to get a first down. Look, just how smart he is, the vision he has as a quarterback. He's a running back that can throw the football 65 yards. My goodness, you see right there, just reaching the ball over the end zone. I mean, he did everything so well tonight, and he's a young man, like we just talked to Coach Summerford about, that you know what? When you have him going into battle with you, you know you're always going to have a chance because he's an elite playmaker.
They are really good, and certainly Markelle Redding is really good, and he is our player of the game. So congratulations to West Florida Tech as they move to 8-1. Catholic falls to 5-4. Remember, next week, our final game, we're back in Santa Rosa County, which means it's a 7:30 start, not 7 p.m., and it's Gulf Breeze at Navarre. So hopefully you can join us for that. Don't forget tonight, during the 10 o'clock news with Bob Solarski, you're going to have Dan Shugart around 10:20 do an extended sportscast, about 15 minutes worth of highlights from up and down the coast, and that will be in place of Prep Football Final. So there will be no 11 p.m. Prep Football Final, but instead you'll get that extended sportscast the night at 10. For Jeff Price, for all of us here from Friday Night Rivals, this terrific crew, we thank you for watching. We hope you'll make the decision to do that one more time next Friday night.